thingies.
Oh, those little 5 milligram guys are great.
Yeah, I'll have a little fiver.
I like those better than the whole ones, where they want you just to cut it up yourself. Because if I have a whole one, I'm gonna eat the whole one.
I know, especially if it's really good. Like I get this fudge, and I just. It's really hard to just not eat all of it because it's really tasty. I wish that they could make like a 5 milligrams of THC in a banana. Because then you get potassium and you're eating fruit.
You know, avocados also have a lot of potassium in them.
Sure, if they could do it on avocado.
Oh, I'm just excited about avocados.
Yeah.
Here's what I do. I like to take an avocado and I take my grinder and I just...
shave it over your bowl.
Who was? I think it was you, Zach. And the first time I got mushrooms, you're like, you just want to.
Whoa!
I mean, okay. The first time you want to.
The eaten kind.
Yeah, the first time you're like, you want to chew them up as much as you can, because that way they just get down easier and it hits better, quicker, or whatever. It absorbs into your body better. And so I just went, and I think I grabbed like my weed grinder and I started grinding them, and you're like, oh, that's not, you shouldn't really do that because then you got mushrooms all in your weed.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it was you. Maybe it was Jesse.
I mean, maybe Jesse. I've had that thought before, but I totally do use a grinder to grind my mushrooms sometimes. But honestly, last time I did mushrooms, I just took all of them and I put it on a piece of straight from New York pizza, folded it in half, and just ate it that way, and it was kind of perfect. It kind of like softened them
gourmet.
just enough.
Still works just perfectly.
That was a really weird, fun trip. It was like the pizza did this to me.
Yeah, you gotta move it. Click and move.
Okay, I did.
Yeah, it'll be nice when if that's available. Like if you can just eventually go to a pizza store and be like, hey, I want some with mushrooms on it.
Yeah.
You know, the blue ones.
Oh yeah, like when you go to like a smoothie place and they're like, do you want a bee pollen upgrade shot? But it's mushrooms.
Dose me up.
Yeah.
You want to go to space today?
I always get the like energy stuff if there's an option for that at the Jamba Juice or whatever the place is.
What is it?
I don't know. They just stick a spoon in a powder and they go, here you go.
Probably just ground up caffeine pills.
Probably works.
I hope so.
It works.
Works real well.
I've never taken a caffeine pill.
They work really well.
I could see that.
The thing
there's different levels of the caffeine pill. There's I've weaned myself down to just the standard caffeine pill.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
It's a process.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's the rhino pills. And
those ones put caffeine in your dick.
They don't really. It's not how it works.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please go on.
I think it just sells better that way, but it really does just make you more energetic. There was these like diet pills that my ex-wife got for a little while, and they were red and they tasted weird, and they had like straight ephedra in them. Oh. They eventually had to get taken off the market or whatever.
Yikes!
And so,
Oh,
here goes the power.
Oh yeah, we should probably do a preface.
Yeah, there's a lot of
high winds.
We got high wind warnings, high fire spread, smoke warnings. It's cloudy outside.
Yeah.
With empty meatballs. I beat you.
Balls.
Beat you to it.
I was just gonna say balls.
With a chance of balls. A lot of balls.
So our power might go out. Our guest's power might go out. We'll try to come back if that happens.
Apparently, power's out in the city adjacent to the one our guest is in right now.
If the power goes out, I scream like a girl. Just saying.
Well, hopefully
we
can catch it before the recorder fully drains.
You pull your skirt up and go eek eek like there's a mouse here.
Jump up on the table.
Yep.
Nice.
Watch it jump up on the table. The table just collapses underneath me.
God, I hope we get that on the GoPro.
Yeah, that'll just keep going. Battery operated.
That's the viral clip we need.
Yeah, everything to go out, and then we're just talking to the camera with just no real audio, just the one that picks up on the camera. Oh, did I? Yep. Just in case.
Should we get some just in case candles?
Remember if I?
Nah.
I think. Well, I mean,
we got some around.
Emma's got her Friday night candles.
Actually, I don't. I have to get more.
Oh.
Yeah. Plus, it's not Friday night.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay. You can't Can't light them on not a Friday night.
Yeah.
Do they have different days of the week candles? I mean, I'm sure you can get different days of the week candles, but
That probably exists.
Oh, they make Sunday candles, the Catholic ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
there's no
tall-
Catholic shit allowed in this house.
Jesus candles.
Yeah, that shit's cursed.
Yeah.
No. Well,
no, it's part of.
Speaking of curses,
it's part of culture.
do you know Emma has a moth curse?
What the fuck
Did
are
you
you
know
talking about? Cursing.
I've heard Emma's plights of moth problems.
I am cursed by moths.
Sometimes running around the day like, what the fuck?
Yeah. She brought them here.
No, they followed me of their own volition.
Yeah,
And also because of the curse.
It'd be like Pig Pie or Pigsty, whatever his name is from
Pigpen.
Pigpen.
Wait, I see one. I'll be right back.
Where is it?
Hey, y'all got something I can scratch off with?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Oh wait, I got keys up here.
You gonna try to win money on the podcast?
Yeah.
You know, if you win it on there, I get a piece, and we'll tell Emma she gets a piece.
She gets what? 65 cents on the dollar of what we win.
Was it cool? Wait, 65 cents on the dollar if we win? What?
You know.
So she's gonna get
the pay gap.
So okay. Okay, so I thought you were saying like whatever dollar you get, she gets 65 cents
What
of it.
I'm saying is you guys are gonna pay me when I win what I win.
Okay.
And then just owe it to me in the future.
I see.
I had them.
I didn't get it.
Can you do the extendo thing? How far does that go? Let's get some.
Just about this far.
You know, it'd be great if we had one of the electric things in here.
Have you used that yet?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Successfully.
I used to just like play with those all the time, and my parents never said anything. And then I think one more time my grandma was like, that's got dead stuff on it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it's ever used.
I have hit a few flies with it. Very satisfying.
It's a big hand. It's great.
Here, have a big hand.
Yeah, big hand.
Okay.
Are you getting a thing to scratch your scratch off?
Oh, I was
Okay.
gonna find that Olive Garden gift card, but I forgot to keep doing it. Should we?
It's on the
we should
table
get
over
our.
Get our guest on the phone?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Does anybody have a phone?
Phone's down.
Hey. Hello. Thing's warm.
Do you want to do an intro? Oh wait, did we introduce the podcast?
Oh, no.
Should we?
I guess so. Wait for Zach to sit down.
Okay.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here on the Podchaost.
Pew, pew, pew.
I am your host. Pew, pew, pew. Get that keyboard. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry to yell at you. Headphones. Careful.
Is it gonna be?
It won't be plugged in.
That's fine.
Fuck.
It'll be fine.
It'll pick up a little.
I could do the ukulele instead.
It'll pick up. Ukulele's fun. After Wendy Weiss's set at that show, ukuleles they're tainted now.
Yeah.
She's like, ukuleles are for nervous people.
Yeah, it's true. She's absolutely right.
She really like nailed it and then dug in really hard just
Yeah.
because she found someone who plays ukulele.
Well, I will say I didn't ever like learn to play the ukulele. Anyone who can play a guitar can play a ukulele because it's just for the top 4 strings. So I only know how to play it incidentally.
So can you play a ukulele just fine if you can play a bass? Because there's 4, right?
Well, the bass is the bottom 4 strings. So on the bass, the 2 lower strings you don't have on a ukulele, and the 2 higher strings on a ukulele you don't have on a bass. So it wouldn't be as easy a transition. But
Okay.
you could learn to do it because you would already have the right kind of dexterity and finger strength. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't really play bass either.
Hey, that's good. That'll pick up for everybody.
Great.
Yeah, that'll be very nice.
Perfect.
How you doing over there, Zach?
I picked the worst scratch it to do live on a podcast.
Oh, hello, everybody, and thank you
yeah.
for joining us here on the Podchaost. I'm your host, Chad Johnson. With me on this side with the keyboard and all the other stuff, the scorekeeping and the Emma Jonas, everybody. Oh, that's great.
That's me.
Emma Jonas. Over here doing his scratchers. Just really settling into that lifestyle. Really getting it.
I'm trying to
on the
make-
ones and
I'm making
zeros
money
over
move.
here, he's making money. Zach Chappell, everybody.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Did you catch that?
I got it. It was great.
Okay.
Was it something? Was it from something?
Kind of.
What is it?
It was supposed to be like a Seinfeld.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it was Seinfeld,
Yeah.
but it was just all over the place. But it also, so is that. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. Just right.
That was
Cool.
also played on a keyboard.
The Seinfeld thing?
Yeah,
No.
with just index fingers. Yeah. It was played on a keyboard.
I could see that.
Yeah. I bet I can get that by the end of this episode.
Oh hell yeah, a bass on here. See, there's like strings, string ensemble. Oh, bass. Okay, I see. There's a whole bass group. But yeah, let's get our guest on the show. This comedian is fantastic. One of the nicest people. We seem to be just having a lot of nice people on the show. We should have someone mean.
Ooh. Who do we know that's mean?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Ammerman?
Justin Ammerman's pretty mean.
Oh, his return.
Oh, the Ammermess Volume 2. We could do that.
Well,
That'd be fun.
he's got a pod coming out too, so we can do
Is that his podcast or is it an album?
Yes.
Cool.
No, it's a podcast.
Okay, I had no idea.
Well, let's get our guest on the air.
Yeah, this guy, he's
On the air.
he's I mean, dude, it's all up in the air. It's
True. It's true.
It's just going.
Hopefully he's wearing a mask.
I can feel it in the air tonight.
Oh Lord.
Who's this guest?
Chris Khatami,
Yay!
everybody. We're just gonna give him a call. Yeah, from Spec Script, from Portland Comedy, from
Show producer,
show
extraordinaire,
producer,
wrestler,
from
extraordinaire.
yeah, from Kelly's. Hosts a lot of shows up there. Shows always up there.
Is this on? Is this thing
Is
on?
this thing on?
You may be. Oh.
Oh
Hey!
yeah.
Looky there. Can we hear it?
Do we have
You do that.
noise?
Hello, Chris.
Oh
No, we can't hear him.
Okay, hold on, Chris. We can't hear you.
Should I go do the?
I gotta figure out why.
Okay.
It
It was working.
oh my God. Okay. So that tells you whose reactions are on point, because me and Emma both were like, "Oh no," and not even a flinch.
I'm locked in.
Not even a flinch.
I'm excited. I'm gonna close the bathroom door.
Are you in the
But I
bathroom?
like having.
We can't smell it.
What? I don't go to.
You got a sliding bathroom door.
I don't do a dookie.
Oh, you don't do that?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you have a garbage disposal?
No. I just absorb positive vibes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you're gonna be
You do-
full of it tonight.
Yeah. Do I have to record on my end or?
Yeah, you're supposed to have a Zoom and really nice. No.
Yeah.
I'm
Do you have
just
egg
kidding.
cartons along your walls and a pop filter?
Yeah,
Both sides.
all around. I'm actually in what's his name? Arlen Specter's place.
Perfect.
Phil Specter. Arlen Specter is a senator. I'm actually in Arlen Specter's place. It's very embarrassing. I meant to go to Phil's.
Wow.
I
this-
know, humiliating.
Is this
Alright.
is this a scoop?
Everything's a scoop with me, baby.
I love it. That's great.
All right, let me turn my phone off so I can be present.
Do you think if you were to, and this is very morbid, if you were to go from both directions, would the bullets meet halfway and stop each other?
They would meet in the middle and like come up with a synthesis, and that would make
Okay.
you the smartest man alive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, worth a shot. Or two.
All right, I'm gonna. Well, I love these reactions that I can just do.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fun. Oh, no one's.
I think I've peaked, and I'll never be happy
Oh
again.
my God, we can do those too.
Oh, that's fun.
Here's how I feel about it.
My face is a thumb.
That's not what you did.
No, I did
No,
the
it's one up there, though.
we're up there.
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Wow.
Oh, that's gonna be funny because yeah.
Yeah, we really haven't been fucking with this technology as much as we could.
And it's it's so fun that you gotta do it again. She unrecorded, so we'll have a little break in the video that'll just be this part. But it's all that's what the whole fun thing is about this show. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm living my best life. I'm doing
Yeah?
good. You know, it's weird. Oregon's ablaze right now. I don't know if down in Salem you have the wind issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, I was on a walk, and an oak tree was just like big branches were falling off of it.
Shit, we have an
Like
oak tree.
a historic oak tree that had like one of those like plaques. It's like I'm a special oak tree.
Damn.
And yeah, the wind is it's insane. It's actually kind of calm right now, at least where I'm here.
I'm getting messages from my ex-wife who lives up in like the mountain over that way toward like Crooked Finger area, and she was just letting me know that her power flickered also. Well, ours just did just before we called you. But I hear Beaverton's off right now. That's what she was telling me. Yeah.
Man, what are you supposed to do in Beaverton with no power?
Meth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're like, oh no, I have no power, and then you're like, oh no, I'm in Beaverton.
You do meth. You take apart your microwave, you put it back together, and somehow it cooks popcorn faster, and it doesn't burn.
Ooh, nice.
That's how you do it.
I could. I'm not a microwave guy. I've only I have one, but I make my microwave food the old-fashioned way in the oven for like 4 times as long.
Wow.
Honestly, I
but
kind
it's
of like
so
it.
much crispier and nicer.
It's much better.
Ooh,
Less soggy.
You ever fuck with an air fryer?
I've yet to air fry, but I really want to try.
Game changer.
Yeah,
Really
we
good.
have one
believe
here.
it.
It's great.
Absolute game changer. Zach brought one home one day, and we barely even use the microwave and or toaster oven at all anymore.
It was kind of funny the first time I brought it over. You looked at it like a cat with a new toy type of thing. We were like, "What the?"
Yeah, I started poking at it and sticking my hands in it. Like,
You could cook anything. We just started throwing the biggest chunks of raw meat in it, frozen meat, just to see what happens.
It cooks everything.
How does it work?
It has air in it, and the air gets hot.
Yeah, so like it has like a heater and then like a super fan that kind of blows the hot air around all around the food, and it just kind of cooks it from all over.
I am a super fan of an air fryer.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
We'll send you one.
Thank you. Please do. Yes. And the fans of the Podchaost, please send me as many as you can.
Great.
Yeah, we got our legions on it. Let's get you like a whole 69 air fryers.
Yeah, that'd be
Please.
nice.
Yeah.
Let's
And
get
I'll turn them all up to 420 degrees, baby.
Hell
And
The thing is, you just gotta tell everyone your address so they know where to send them.
Yeah, just
my address is 911 Never Forget Boulevard.
Well, that's easy to remember.
Beverly Hills 90210.
What you sipping on?
Oh, a nice cup of simple coffee.
Nice.
That's something you can use a microwave for. I use that a lot for reheating my coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for cold coffee. I like coffee that's good, and I like coffee that's garbage. I just like the ritual of it. It's kind of like a religious experience. It's a ceremonial drug that we all take, and it to the Church of Capitalism. And
Hell yeah! Don't talk to me till I've had mine.
Yeah. Why can't I just go to a store and buy a normal cup of coffee anymore? It's always latte, frappuccinos, cappuccino. Am I
Half
right?
calf, soy,
Americano,
double temp,
Mexicano.
Exactly. This is Americano. Why do we have to drink an Americano?
Right?
WWE, what the fuck?
Oh, that's great. That's killer, dude.
I like a lot of creamer in my coffee.
Reese's peanut butter cup flavored creamer.
Yeah, there was a
wild.
fat comic that was giving me shit for putting my Reese's creamer in my coffee, and he was like, that's
Which one?
that's I'm not gonna say his name. He's like, that's bad for your arteries, right? And I was like, dude, I don't mean to like. I really wanted to just be like, I'm sorry, go look in a mirror, and then that's it. But I didn't do that.
Someone who would have artery problems would probably be the expert of artery problems. So
Yeah, first-hand experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how he got that way.
You were silencing voices. You were taking space. Wow. Like, I didn't know I was on this type of podcast with this problematic people. I'm entirely in favor of that person, whoever they are.
Well, Chris, welcome to the danger zone. Okay?
Oh. You didn't tell me you were crossing no lines.
We're crossing all the... You know what? We don't even have lines. We erased them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's right. We're on a grid-free system.
All right, but at least there are boundaries, right? Please tell me there are boundaries.
Boundaries, schmoundaries. We dug out the boundaries and planted fucking weed where they used to be.
Guess what happened to the walls that were up? Emma was like, "Hey, tear those down."
I tore them down.
No.
Yep.
No way.
Yep.
Zach's
doing scratchers still.
I like a little bit of Kramer. I used to like a bit of Kramer in my coffee, but then I had to stop.
After he said all those.
After he apologized, because I'm like, oh, that was what I needed, and then he apologized. I'm like, oh, he's taking the bite.
I would love to hear your hot Kramer takes while I attempt to learn how to play Seinfeld on this keyboard.
My hot Kramer takes.
How'd you like the Merv Griffin episode?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
That's really annoying.
I liked Kramer's what's his name, Michael Richards, the Michael Richards detective show that he had for one season.
What?
So everyone from Seinfeld basically floundered after Seinfeld.
Yeah.
That makes sense,
until Julia Louis-Dreyfus did The New Adventures of Old Christine, which nobody's talking about it.
I heard it was great.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid show. But no one was a big fan of The New Adventures of Old Christine. It was a charming show. But every time prior to that Jerry and George and Kramer and Elaine, whoever the actors were who played them, every time they tried to do a new project, it would fail. And Michael Richards had a high-profile comedy detective show where it was basically what if Kramer was a detective, and I don't remember really any of it, but I remember that he had really flimsy business cards because it saved him money. That they were so thin, and that was the joke.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, hey, yeah. I'm sure he sold it well.
He was in a movie with, I believe it was Jeff Daniels, and it was called Trial and Error, and it was the same thing. And it was, what if Kramer were a lawyer? And it was right after Liar Liar came out, so they were like, let's see if we can get a courtroom comedy happening.
Yeah.
And
all right, I want to talk about two things there. One is the problem with all the what if Kramer was blank, movies and shows with Michael Richards that didn't have Kramer, is that Kramer already did all of that in the show.
That's true.
Every episode, he was always what if I'm this guy this episode?
Yeah.
And so him being a wacky guy in another scenario just felt like you were watching a bad Seinfeld episode. And otherwise, that's that. The other take I wanted to have is, what's the deal with, in the 90s, they had all those law stuff. Every movie and TV show and book, they were lawyer stuff. And that's totally gone. You don't have the same level of, Liar Liar was about lawyers. You had, The Firm. You had Boston Legal. You had Ally McBeal. You had John Grisham. Just an entire, they were the Pelican Brief. I guess, is that John Grisham probably?
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order.
Yeah, that's still a heavy thing, and that's
true. But Law and Order, the main line, is gone. And
they did a bunch of spin-offs.
Yeah, just a spin-off, just a.
It's like Law and Order, Diddler's Row.
Yeah, Law and Order was the Roman Empire, and now SVU is Charlemagne's Holy Roman Empire. It may last for many a year. But it's perverse and degenerate.
This little girl's head was filled with 3 quarts of semen. Oh,
that's a lot of semen.
Yeah, 3 quarts.
I never got my measurements. Yeah.
Daily recommended dose.
I would say she's a quart low.
Oh, you're a gallon a day guy?
Is that detective show starring Rob Lowe? Sorry. It's not.
What are your all? Because that makes me think of the whole Rod Stewart had his stomach pumped for semen thing. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called being a champion when someone dares you to do something.
Yeah. Well, I want to believe that's real because that just implies that either there were enough people, thousands of people who were that ready to go to fill up a bucket, because you would still have to drink the bucket. They'd have to fill up a pitcher.
Maybe he collected it over a period of time.
Yeah, or maybe he collected it, which is hilarious about getting his stomach pumped. If that happened, I mean, look.
Well, because then maybe he had to get it pumped because it just went bad.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't store it properly.
Yeah.
Because there were like power outages, and he didn't realize that.
Maybe Maggie worked at a sperm bank, and he's like, "Oh, Maggie, I got something to say to you. Can I drink a lot of cum at your work, please?"
But I was gonna ask if y'all have any favorite like childhood pop culture rumors. I know I'm the guest, but I'm asking.
No, I love being asked about that.
I have my favorite one is that Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind.
Oh, that's a fun one. Because Zach's pulled up videos of that, and I mean, there's times when something was falling, and he actually
when he caught Elton John's mic.
Oh yeah, something was falling, and I mean, maybe he's been on microphones so much, and it's probably just such a second nature thing.
Yeah.
Like okay, so I haven't been doing comedy for that long in my life, and holding this thing feels really comfortable. I like it a lot. But Stevie Wonder, he's just like his entire life up to is he dead? Up until now-ish,
I think he's alive.
Always been doing it. So like maybe he just has, the extra sense to be like, oh, I can hear a microphone fall.
I can see it.
If I may be moderately serious about this,
yes.
I don't know the extent to Stevie Wonder's like blindness because I live with a non-sighted person who has a great podcast to plug that I'm plugging called Citizen White Cane. Where she and another non-sighted person review movies about blind stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Good stuff. And I mean, there's like a wide range of like actual visibility in blindness. Like us sighted people see, but like perceive all blind people as like just 100% darkness.
Right.
Like most blind people, or a fair amount, can like see like vague shapes or whatnot. But like, so Stevie Wonder, we don't know. I don't really know Stevie Wonder that much. So he could have quite possibly seen a big mic-shaped object falling and caught it. I'm just saying. So he might like still. I'm just not to to ruin the bit.
No, it's not even a bit, and that actually is way more interesting.
Yeah.
I consider it a thought experiment. I also
it deepens the plot.
Yeah, I heard one thing about his music where if you learn his songs, he plays mostly on the black keys, which is kind of like would help if you had bad eyesight because it's easier to distinguish the keys that you're pressing.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also,
they're like the Braille ones, though.
Apparently, Shaq said one time he got into a elevator, and Stevie Wonder was like, "Oh, what's up, Shaq?"
Well,
yeah, but at the same time, Shaq sort of.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Shaq's huge.
He's a presence,
Yeah, he's got a very.
He's probably got a smell you can smell from like the whole block away.
Yeah,
he's got a Shaq vibe.
Mm-hmm. And imagine Shaq getting into an elevator, a giant
clunk, just goes down a little.
Like,
yeah, you know who it is. Like, like I would just be on my phone, like, "Hey, what's up, Shaq?" And then he would, I don't know. Shaq seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Stevie? He's got such a deep voice. It's so cool to just hear him say anything. I just want to hear him. So, he should go through the entire dictionary just so people can have like a Shaq soundboard.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I'm sure remember that time it was like 10 years ago when every celebrity was doing a GPS thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's died. I think no one uses GPS anymore. We just look at our phones while we drive, which is a good way to do it.
Yeah, I don't listen to voice.
Yeah, just like yeah. But
just close my eyes.
I'm sure that Shaq has done a GPS thing.
I hope so.
I think so. I think Mike Tyson did one, which is hilarious because he's kind of I would think he would shorten a lot of sentences, like just go right.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Mike Tyson has one of those like all-time great voices of like he's so dangerous and scary and strong, and then he's like, "Hey, Mike Tyson, how you doing?" Yeah. He's like a little like animated like sprite, like he's a little pixie.
So I believe Zach has just uncovered a scoop on some news right over here. What do you got, Zach?
It says Actually, I can pull it over here, right?
Oh yeah, pull it onto the TV.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Shaquille O'Neal has an actual voice setting on Waze.
Oh, that's exciting.
Boom, boom.
Makes me want to use Waze again.
That is something that's for the win.
It's pretty good. You made
good
it,
for that.
I think you made it happen in like the butterfly effect and also quantum, theory.
Yeah.
You brought it into fruition.
Yep.
As seen in like the DC Comics Flashpoint, when the Flash goes back in time, he changes the past. It ripples throughout both backwards and forward.
I watched that one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Yeah.
My favorite one is Crisis on Infinite Earths.
The movie or the book?
The movie. I don't know if I read the book.
I mean, I've not read the book either. I'm gonna look like some nerd. I watched the straight to DVD video
it's
cartoon.
It's really good.
Pretty good. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I mean, I like me some. Yeah, I like all the DC stuff. I mean, besides all my jokes about the Joker, I do generally just like me some big grandiose characters who punch and then save the world and have speeches. So yeah.
There's a nice speech in Infinite Earths, and who plays Owlman? Isn't it? It's some dildo.
That Owlman, the Owlman.
James.
I forgot. Remar?
James Wood.
What?
James
Oh
Wood.
yeah.
James Woods. Sorry, there's a James Wood and a James Woods, and I only get it mistaken when I say the actor, not the comic from Salem.
Yeah. I forget that you have one down there that's like that is tragically named close to like one of the worst people on Twitter right now.
Yeah, that too. Bummer.
Yeah. Owlman was dope in that. I really liked his whole his whole attitude.
Well, his attitude was very nothing matters because it's gonna keep happening everywhere. There's infinity. It's great.
Yeah, if infinite worlds happen, what does anything you do mean? Which valid. I like also. I think when Batman leaves him on like a dead planet at the end to blow up, he's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's like the best part. It gives me chills. I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. I might rewatch that again because it's fun. I like me some multiverse stuff. I like me some Batman saving the day stuff. I like some booms and pows and kias and yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you looking up James Woods on Twitter?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, what's he up to?
Yeah, he's pretty political, right?
Well, I got a picture of a dog dressed up as a police officer that says, "Thank you, Ricardo."
Boo.
Wow.
He does tweet a lot. I don't get it.
He's one of those very online old men, and that's never a good thing.
Oh yeah, I see some stuff.
Like, that's just not a good and of course because he's also like a weird right-wing sex creep. I just remember there was some time I forgot what he tweeted, but he tweeted at something, and someone's like, "Didn't you creepily hit on me when I was like a 15-year-old?" Some woman replied to him that was like, "You hit on me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
That was it was in like an AMA, wasn't it?
Something. It was good. It was a good internet moment of something horrible.
Oh no, there was a Woody Harrelson AMA, and that's when he dropped off. He was doing the whole AMA. You might even find it on there, but it's like hey, I think you banged my mom in this in when she was like 17, and like it just goes and it never gets answered, and people keep poking at that like, hey, you're not answering this question, so you must have okay, and then I think the AMA was just over with right at that point.
I feel like the era of AMAs is kind of over because of that. So that's very valid, and but at this point, I don't know. It just seems like how could that not happen for every AMA?
Yeah, well, it seems like that's a lot of people's motivation now. Of just like, oh, I want to expose something. And,
you can confront people directly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, I want to say congratulations on Spec Script.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
We love Spec Script.
Yeah, Spec Script is great. And you guys just got picked up for affiliation on Twitch? Is that what happened?
Yeah, we're a Twitch affiliate. We're trying to get that sweet partnership.
Hell yeah.
It's
exciting.
Yeah. It's nice to grind for something when the world is just dead.
Yeah.
Well, And it's really cool to see because you wonder like, oh, what are these people doing now? And it's cool to see exactly what you're doing now. You're like, oh, I'm just going to do it on the internet, and it works perfectly that way. And it's awesome.
Well, I mean, that's like the nice thing about the show, because the show is a table read of TV shows that are written by people that have never seen them, and like unlike a lot of online comedy shows, while we liked having audiences, there still is a product that is generated that doesn't need an audience, and so that at least some online shows make you want to die a little, unfortunately, because they remind you that there's no crowd, and you say something, and then it just and you're like, oh yeah, but you know, with that, it's like it's been really nice to do it when like it's really fun, and we've been able to get some really nice guests. Emma's recent episode of The Handmaid's Tale.
What episode of The Handmaid's Tale?
It was fun. It was this very.
Did you hear his voice go up? Did you hear his voice go up?
I liked it.
It's okay. You're very nice. You don't have to. I'm sure that you have to be nice to all of your writers.
I'm only digging in because Emma doesn't like it, and she's like embarrassed of it, and I think it's funny just to pile on with something like that.
It's good. It's good, and
I don't know anything about
anything that went wrong on that episode, we can blame on Kate Willett.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because her tech didn't work.
That's true. Her tech didn't work, but it's a shame that her tech worked well enough for her to hear that script I wrote.
It was solid.
Was it?
It was.
I heard a few jokes in it, and I said those are good.
I mean,
that's all I got.
Yeah, I just think
the jokes were good.
It's probably
it's not the jokes.
I'll give you this, Emma. I'll give you this.
Please.
The only thing not great is a lot of the great jokes did remind people of how horrible the world was.
Yes, and I realized that while we were reading it, and I felt so bad.
You had the misfortune, because that was like, I think, our first or second of the Twitch era.
Yeah, it was an early one.
So it was like, wow, now everyone's just like either pretended COVID isn't real, or given up, or everyone's settled. At that point, people weren't like. So I think it was a very useful expression of how horrible the world is, and it was it was pretty fun. And I mean, Caitlin Durante had a great time, and that's why.
Did she say?
Yeah, she said she had a great time. Well, she emailed me right after and asked if she could do one, so I assumed that, and that's why she just recently did Big Little Lies.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well.
And the fun thing about that is like, obviously she had a good time, and we're always going to be harsh on our own episodes, in our own scripts that we write.
Yeah.
We always want to go to the restaurant that serves bullets and order a plate of bullets, and then ask the waiter to not bring us a fork, bring us a gun, and then serve us the bullets into our stuff. Like,
I love this metaphor.
Yeah, I've been saying this a lot lately. I like a variation of this. Where I like to go to the library and go to the B section to get bullets, and then check them out with a shotgun. Like, I said that in front of my mom, and she got really worried about me.
Did she say, honey, you don't load bullets into a shotgun? That wouldn't do
we're
anything.
all saying this. We don't know what guns are. But I recently redid an episode of mine about Sonic the Hedgehog, and the entire time reading it, I wanted to die a little because so many of the jokes were entirely built around September of 2019.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was like 2 Feral Hogs references. Remember that? Remember Feral Hogs?
Oh, yeah. God, that feels like an eternity ago.
No, there was a Joe 3030. Remember when Joe Biden at the debate forgot how to what texting was and was like, go to Joe 30330. I don't know. Jokes about that. I think I had jokes about Jeffrey Epstein being alive.
Wow.
Wow. It was just and I was like, oh God, this is only this script should have only ever been done one time, and even at that point it was already dated. And yeah, so we're all so harsh on our own talents.
Yeah, well, it's just I also, one of the characters was basically Donald Trump, and I used all actual Donald Trump quotes to. Yeah, I don't know if that came through in the script or the reading of it. But...
Let me do a bit.
Thank you for spitting it out. I felt so bad because I was playing that part, which was very smart of you to have me be the person who had to do that.
Her Trump impression is perfect.
Sit on my own bullet, as you might say, and on a gun toilet. And I could just feel as I was doing some of the longer lines, which I was really very gratuitous about them. I was just looking at everybody like, they don't want to see this. They don't want to see me doing a Trump impression. I don't want to see or hear me doing a Trump impression right now.
This isn't about you. I promise.
Okay.
This isn't about you. But I can't. I go back and forth on like my doom mentality because of course I hate Donald Trump, and of course I hate Joe Biden. But I hate Donald Trump more, of course.
Yeah.
Like, he's Donald Trump. It's bad. Like, but, like, sometimes I'm like, Joe Biden doesn't deserve to win. Like, he'll do stuff, and I'm like, he doesn't deserve to win. He deserves to lose horribly. And then I'm like, wait, no, I don't want, like, that. And at this point, I very much, like, Donald Trump is a mind virus to so many people. Mm-hmm. So many Spec scripts have Donald Trump, or... We just did How to Get Away with Murder, and one of the characters was secretly Melania Trump. Like, people... This entire era of art is infected with people who have been infected by just Donald Trump in their mind, because you can't not process it.
It's true.
And it's like, I mean, he's never going to fully go away, but, like, God, I really hope we don't have to do another 4 years of him, like, just destroying all of our brains.
Oh, man, destroying comedy.
At least 4 years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I just want like a boring president that's so boring there's nothing to joke about him, so I don't have to hear about him all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even care across the board. Just be like...
Or her.
Remember the day when there was a guy who was like, okay, I diddled the secretary. Sorry. And
I'll just go.
And then now it's like, the guy's like, yeah, I will. I'll do that. I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I paid her not to talk about it.
The thing about, like, that's, like, there's so many mind-breaking things about Trump, but with Trump, it's like, with, like, Clinton, it's like, I'm sorry for diddling the secretary, but you like me. And then, like, but Donald Trump, it's like, if he, used his power to sexually abuse a secretary or whatever, or an intern, it'd be like, someone would palm out on it, and then he'd be like, first off, no, I didn't. But secondly, did you see that new movie Project Power on Netflix? Jamie Foxx looks old. And like, why did you bring that up?
Yeah,
that's all of a sudden just changed this to talking about Jamie Foxx, and he's like, and also, what happened to Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Promising, beautiful young boy, not doing a lot of good movies. Sad. And you're like, because he just brings up weird stuff, and you're like, the president shouldn't be like talking about like Last Man on Earth.
Yeah.
But here we have a president that talks about it, and like he talks in that way where it's like no conversation is just a clear thing with him. It's just always like, it's just what's on his mind and like what beef he has with some like magazine from 1984, and it's just like, oh God, like it's just
it's mind blowing.
Are you clipping your toenails?
No, I'm fiddling with a wine opener because I'm stressed.
Oh my God. Dude, it would have been my favorite thing if you're like, yeah, just fucking, I got shit to do.
You can do whatever you want on the podcast.
Yeah, I wish I was. That would have been funnier.
You can even not poop in that bathroom
I got my secret bathroom right behind.
Well, we can talk about something less stressful.
Oh yeah, fun. Oh, ready? Do you think we're heading toward a utopia or dystopia? What do you think?
Dystopia.
Yeah, Ready Player One style, right?
Yeah. I think sometimes I'm optimistic, but
then you look at all the things and you're like, oh yeah.
I look at everything.
Who's gonna fix it? And then it's like, oh no.
If I get drunk, my big thing to complain about.
What's that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My big thing to panic about is that let's say we fix everything and
Chris
everything's
isn't wearing
good.
pants for the listener.
Bangladesh is probably going to flood within the next like 50 years, like entirely. and I can't remember what Bangladesh's exact population is. I will research that. Or Zach, could you tell me what Bangladesh is?
Yeah, Zach, do
Bongwood?
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Oh, Bangladesh.
Yeah, we would pronounce it Bangladesh, but I would assume that's wrong.
Yeah, it's a bong log dish.
Look,
What's that?
I went to prom with a girl who went there, and she said it like that.
Oh,
so.
well.
Honestly, it's probably the right way to say it.
Oh yeah, no, I bet it is. I was actually asking. I was like, Chris is because I was gonna say Greek, but I know that's wrong, and then. I was like,
that would actually make me mad. Those filthy Greeks destroyed our empire. Think of how much better the world would have been if, like, the Persian Empire had just stayed. You know what the Persian Empire invented? A mail system. They had the first version of the Pony Express.
Wow.
And
it's very
think
genuine
about that.
of
Now,
them.
people are, yeah, they also invented Genuine. And think of everyone's fighting for the post office right now, but where were they back when Alexander the Great was burning Persepolis to the ground?
Sitting on their thumbs.
Exactly.
Eating their bullet cereal with their gun milk. I am
back then
loving
they were
stealing
like,
your metaphors.
I love it. I love that. I make this trend happen. But back then it wouldn't have been bullet cereal. They would have been like, they're like,
That's
sir,
true.
can I have some cereal of some arrows? And instead of a bowl, can it be a bow? And instead of me scooping it into my mouth, please shoot that into my neck.
That's very authentic.
Yeah. What's the population of Bangladesh? Or now, yeah.
In 2018, estimate was 161 million.
Okay, and it's a country that's mostly under sea level. It's going to flood. Where are those people going to go? They're going to have to go to India and China mostly, but partly they're going to have to go. Some of them are going to go to Europe.
China, you mean to go to the death camps?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what happens when how many again? 100 and what million people?
Oh, I already lost it. Sorry, 161.
161. At that point, it could be near 200 million people globally are forced to migrate because of global warming. What's going to happen is either every country is going to open their arms and apologize for the trauma that has happened to these people as a result of our capitalist evils, or right-wing fascist parties are going to say the hordes are at our gate. Please vote to strengthen our military so we can stop the Bangladeshi hordes. That's what's going to happen. So sorry. When you ask about a dystopia, it's like, yeah, I'm very scared about even if we fix everything.
Well,
It's just
I mean, I look at things realistically in the way that I see and understand things. My daughter has a book that was written in 1978. It's called People, and the world population when that book was written was, I think, 7 billion. I think it was, and now and it's been
40 years.
Yeah, it's been 40 years.
Wait, is that
it was around
50 years.
7 billion. But yeah, it's been 50 years or something, and it could have been a little later.
40.
But it's 9.5 billion now.
Yeah. Oh, it's not there yet, but
that's what it was.
Oh,
it was 4.2,
and now we're at
it's
7.5.
doubled.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's almost doubled.
Oof.
And so she asked me, I had a joke about this, but it never got any laughs because everybody
crazy.
went ugh. Because she goes, what will because I was like, okay, so there was this many people then, there's this many people now, and then she asked me the question, she goes so what will the world be like when I'm older? And I just said, bad. Think about how many people are there, and how many people there will be. It's just Ready Player One to go up in their trailers.
So there's marginal positive change happening.
Yeah.
Just
hope it sticks.
You got some moderate left-wing candidates and policies being advanced via electoralism. There's the protest movement, which is the thing that gives me the most optimism, and everything else doesn't. But the protest movement and minor electoral change makes me feel good. Yeah. And then when I get really depressed, I think, maybe we are just at the end of time, and the best thing we can do is find people that we love and hang out with them and do dumb stuff like a Twitch comedy show or a podcast with no real like structure or purpose, and and that's just
and just go.
That's why we do it.
Leonard Bernstein.
Exactly. Yeah. Just go.
I gotta find the right.
Wait.
69.
Oh shoot, where'd it go?
Oh fuck! How do I play?
I lost it. I was gonna say the funny thing that I found out about the Shack ways.
Oh, the barbecue thing?
Yeah, well,
that was fucking hilarious. So apparently every time you arrive at your destination, the Shack Ways voice says something about like...
It's barbecue chicken time?
It's barbecue chicken time.
Damn, that sounds good.
Sounds great.
Barbecue chicken time.
Barbecue chicken time. Oh, okay, so let's so how has it been going? I mean, you're seeing some of the craziest stuff firsthand. You're seeing what's actually happening downtown.
Yeah, you
Portland.
guys just hit 100 days of protesting in Portland, right?
Woo.
Woo.
Yeah.
You were doing this, but your pinkies were cut off, so you're just like, it looked like just that was great.
Yeah. I've been out 22 of the past 102 nights. So like a lot of people have experienced significantly more than I did. It's wild. The protest in Portland, first off, very cool, very good.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to see some of the up close and just going over like what's going on, Chris has a lot of videos and he films when he goes down there.
Yeah, I try to do some good posting. I'm in the press, which is weird,
I like that picture you took recently where it says "kill the press" and you're just dressed and it says "press" a couple times on you.
Yeah,
it's pretty punk rock. I like it.
That's been a thing that's around because some potentially right-wing agitators are writing that, but also there are like 14-year-old Antifa super soldiers who are out there who like hate the press, even though a little peek behind the kimono, if you will.
Nippy.
Almost all the press at the protest is 100% on the side of the protesters. I've only every now and again I've almost never encountered somebody who's against the protesters who's in the press, because the moment you go down to cover it, unless you are already like an Andy No type of figure or like a Tucker Carlson guy, like unless you're like one of those and you already have decided that the cops are great, it takes like one incident of they don't really differentiate the press between the protesters that much,
right?
And you're like, the moment you're there, you just see how ruthless they are. Like even just on day 100, I just posted a video of this. I missed a lot of the big stuff. It like popped off really early. There was like a Molotov cocktail. There was incendiaries, explosives, which, I don't agree necessarily with that because those are dangerous objects and they did hurt some protesters, but no one knows where they came from. But like that started really early. Like the police, like at like 9, oftentimes they'll wait till like 1 o'clock to really do violence, but like they were just going earlier. But there was a moment when I was on my stream trying to explain to somebody about the difference between like just a civilian riot and a cop riot. And like basically the difference is that like cops instigate a cop riot and like a civilian riot is like a sports riot. And I was talking about that and I was saying like the reason cops tend to do cop riots more is that if you're a civilian and you instigate a riot, there's like a big chance that you're going to like get really hurt and go to jail. But with cops, there's like no consequences for violence. And like right when I said that, one just steps out and throws like 2 incendiary devices into the crowd. That one is tear gas, one's a smoke bomb, I believe. And it's like, thank you for proving my point. Like,
yeah.
And yet so many people will see that and say, well, the protesters gave them reason, obviously, or they wouldn't have done it.
They should just go home, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I mean, that ain't going to happen. There were a lot of people in that neighborhood who were pissed off at the cops. Not many people that were pissed off at the protesters.
Yeah.
The Day 100, they doused a neighborhood in like far southeast Portland that's mostly residential with tear gas. Ugh. And they used a lot of it. Not as much as they used to. The rumors are that they don't have as much. That's always the rumor. Because at the beginning, like in like the first like week, they were just like let's just use it all the time. And then, of course, because of COVID supply chains, they've not been able to get as much. But they still...
Or they want you to think they don't have as much.
Yeah. I mean, they did during the big time when, like, the feds were... Like, well, the feds are still here, but when, like, the DHS and the, like, federal police were there, they were using munitions from, like, 2001.
Jeez.
That had, like, probably expired.
Wow.
And had, like, a lot of terrible, like, chemical reactions, like you know, in medical conflicts. Like, anyone with a uterus who was exposed to it, it still is, I mean, all tear gas is, like, having extreme heavy bleeding, all that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Yeah, if you have a penis, it's different. But yeah.
Do you bleed out of your penis?
Yeah, it just turns to a sack of blood.
But it's just light.
Out.
Oh.
No, sorry.
Youch.
Yeah. No, I've not talked to enough people, but there is my experience is that you're a lot hornier after if you're because it messes with your hormones.
Wow.
So,
weird.
Oh, I thought it was like a adrenaline near-death experience, kind of like hyped up. We both went through this together.
Yeah.
Now
I think there's gonna be like Portland protest babies popping up in the next like year or so.
Oh, they're gonna be so stupid.
They're gonna be all
I
mutated.
had my first COVID hug, platonically, of course, with somebody. I had my first hug of the entire like pandemic at one of the protests. Because we were just so stressed, and we both realized we needed a hug.
And now you're both pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. No, that's lovely.
It's great. No, we were pregnant, but then the repeated gassings changed. No, but that's Sorry, it's bad.
You know what? We should sick the anti-abortion so-called Christians who are hanging out at the Planned Parenthoods.
Yeah.
Let them know about all the dying babies that the cops are causing with their tear gas and rubber bullets. Send them out there, and they can pray the cops away.
I 100% kind of agree. I mean, it is ridiculous, and of course that the anti-abortion crusaders and all that, like, clearly they don't actually care about that stuff. You know, I know. Believe it or not. Hey, Emma, let me explain this.
Please.
No, but like, it is like, yeah, of course, because tear gas is an abortifacient or whatever the phrase is. Like, it can do that. I know people, like plenty of people who are terrified in Portland who are like, if there's gonna be tear gas in my neighborhood, I'm terrified because like I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And I
didn't even thought of that.
Yeah. So it's like, so yeah, actually, the quote unquote pro-life people should be out there protesting with the Black Lives Matter people, with the Antifa people, with the people who are just pissed off. Same for, of course, the libertarians. Mm-hmm. But are they? No, because maybe that's not what they really care about.
What?
No, believe it or not, yeah.
Are you lost
thing,
too?
The last time
I got
was
lost.
Okay.
Oh,
no, we're good.
On day 100, I saw there was a weird militia guy. So they're like, as you know, Oregon has its fair share of weird militias and white supremacist groups and weird nationalist groups and weird white supremacists, but full of non-white people groups. But they're still kind of like, you got your Proud Boys, you got your Patriot Prayer, you got your Bundys.
But they're not about race.
Exactly.
Is that British?
There's the 3 percenters. The 3 percenters are a militia group also that believe that like all we need is like 3% of the American population to rise up and we could take down the government. Which I used to laugh at, but like now seeing how like flimsy the government was at handling COVID, I'm like maybe like 1% could like topple. Like,
well, but 1% could topple a different 1%. But all the 3 percenters that I've seen are very pro-cop, which just doesn't make any sense if their whole thing is about being able to take down the government. You think that they would be trying to like replace the cops or something.
Yeah. The 3 percenter there was trying to be like, hey, I'm on your side, cops. And like the cops were like very disdainful of him. Like they weren't disdainful of him like they are of the protesters, which is they resent and hate the protesters. But it was, I've said this before, I'll probably post about it 1,000 times, but it really felt like when you see like a miker talk to like a bad seasoned comic, you think that they're like good, and like the miker's like, yeah, I got all these projects going on, and then this like road comic who also sucks, but who gets paid $400 to tell jokes is like, oh, I hate this kid, and that's what it felt like. And it's like, you're the same.
Yeah.
You're the same. But it was kind of funny to see the cops like be like disdainful of this kid, by that I mean like a 35-year-old dude, but like this kid,
a child,
like, yeah, this mental child, be like, I'm trying to help you, and they're like, oh, please leave. Like, you saw, like, that was nice. That reminded me of comedy. It just reminded me of that.
Yeah, that's sweet. The cops here are very much into people standing around holding large weapons.
Yeah, you guys have a big old problem with your cops. I mean, are similar, but like, you guys had that stuff recently with like where it was like clearly like they were collaborating with was it the boys or was it Patriot Prick?
It was representatives from a few different groups, some like known supremacist groups, some groups that claim not to be Nazis or whatever. They were
but plenty of tattoos saying otherwise.
Yeah. The first big incident with them that got a lot of attention was they were guarding this place, the Glamour Salon, which you may have heard about. This was back when the protests first really started picking up in Portland. People like the Glamour Salon owner thought that they needed armed people in tactical gear to protect their businesses from having their windows smashed, which didn't really happen down here at all. I think one window got broken, maybe at the courthouse or something.
A coin jam window got broken, but it was a disgruntled homeless person that had been 86 from the place.
Yeah, that was unrelated.
It was totally unrelated.
But yeah, so the cops, that they were shooting munitions and stuff at protesters, and at the same time they were over talking to these guys standing outside with their ARs, telling them to get in their cars or get in the parking garage so that they wouldn't have to enforce the curfew on them.
Yeah.
Just like very clearly. The line that everyone likes to quote from it is, "We don't want to look like we're playing favorites." Yeah. But then there's that video that makes it kind of look like they're playing favorites.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So shit like that. Yeah. And then there was a whole Trump brigade at the Capitol today. They like to gather there, and I biked by one day, and there was a rally for Joey Nations, who's right wing. What is he? Senatorial or representative candidate? One of the two.
I should know. I should know.
Too, but I honestly have not. Anyway, it was a rally for this super right wing guy who's been known to have like weapon giveaways and stuff. And I'm biking by this rally, and they're doing a raffle, and they call someone's number, and the guy goes up, and the announcer goes, all right, son, do you want a T-shirt or an unregistered assault rifle?
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Yeah, they're just so casual about fucking everyone just being strapped and ready to fucking murder people at any moment. I don't know.
Yeah, it's that whole element is terrifying because it's like it's gonna happen eventually, and if it doesn't, well then. But like there are all these people who want to use their gun. I mean, with the Kyle Rittenhouse stuff, regardless of what happened in the scenario, the dude wanted to like have an excuse to use his gun.
Absolutely.
Like, and that's what all these guys do. They all want somebody. They all want to create a moment where somebody attacks them so they get a chance. Yeah. Which is, I don't know that mindset of like wanting to kill people. Like, I don't have that. But if I was one of those people, like that's pathetic to me. Like, that you want to like, it's like when, I don't know, it's like, if you want to watch a movie, don't like be like, hey, to your friends, what if we like, maybe we could watch all of these movies, or like maybe this, like, just be like, kill people. If you want to kill people, don't like, I don't know. Maybe don't. All right. So first off, don't kill people. But like, if
you're gonna, then don't pussyfoot around it like that. You know.
Don't be a little B word, bad guy.
Butthole.
Yeah. Don't be a little butthole about it.
Don't be a little bubonic play caring about it. Don't be a little bourgeoisie. I don't know, but like, don't be a little. Yeah, don't like. Oh, like it was self-defense. You wanted to do the offense, and you like. Mm-hmm. And that is something that actually kind of lightens my heart about like the Black Lives Matter protesters versus the like collectively like the Blue Lives Matter coalition. Is that like Black Lives Matter protests, regardless of how you feel about them, they're willing to like, they're not using violent weapons, but they will shoot fireworks straight at a cop, and it's non-lethal and doesn't hurt them. It's all performative, and then the cops respond with like war crimes.
Yeah.
But like they will do that, and they'll prepare for the consequences, opposed to like the the Blue Lives Matter protesters who are like, we really want to pop off, but we are too afraid to initiate. We're too afraid to actually ask out the person. We are just cowards. And then they get kicked out of town every time. They always lose. They always lose. Sometimes they kill people, and that's tragic, and then sometimes one of them gets killed. But they always lose. They never win.
Yeah.
And I've been at plenty of nights when the protesters won. Even, like, won the battle, if you will. Like, on the night 100, the protesters won. Even though 59 people were arrested, and that was the record for arrests.
Wow.
And a whole neighborhood full of kids and babies got doused with tear gas. The cops left. And then the cops left to a chanting crowd chanting Black Lives Matter. I've never seen that ever happen with any of the far-right people. Mm-hmm. They're always driven out because they're not actually willing to risk themselves.
Yeah.
They are too afraid. They live in fear. And that's fascism for you, is generating a lot of fear internally so that you sublimate yourself to, like, violent state power. I mean, that's part of fascism. And anyway... Yeah, so optimistic there is that we got the brave people, the cool people. We got people with nothing to lose. We got TikTok teens, the most, black-pilled people out there. Like, we got Gen Z. Yeah. What, that kids are monsters?
I just hate TikTok and the people associated with it and all of the... I'm too old. I hit the point where I was like, oh, I hate all of you. You're all fucking idiots.
Social media is a horrible thing. It's terrible, and it's destroyed countless minds.
But it's helped so much for the protests, and I understand that part of it for sure.
Yeah, but what I also mean is, like, what I meant by TikTok teens is, like, and I know you have a kid that you brought up, and I'm very sorry that you have to bring up a kid in this world.
I apologize to her all the time. I'm like, sorry, it's gonna get worse, and people are gonna go nuts, and it's gonna be all around you all the time. Sorry.
But like. Just the way that mass social media exists right now has like warped the mind of an entire generation, and it's usually pretty bad, but it's created a form of nihilism, I believe. That, and of course living in this world where nothing has gotten better, it's just stayed the same but gotten worse.
Yeah.
I
like the learn nihilism idea though. That's because everybody knows, like, within 25 years, everybody above the age of 10 will know everything.
Well, they're learning to think critically, I think, a lot more than even our generations.
Or try to figure it out.
Yeah, look for the answer because they can, and it's accessible to them. And I feel like that's going to do away. It already is doing away with a lot of religion, which is just another means of mind control.
Things.
Yeah. And there's good stuff and bad stuff. Of course. I just think that, like...
Well, churches and, religious organizations especially. Yeah.
What I think is they should open up all the churches. Here, this is my whole idea. They should open up all the churches, let COVID actually spread, open everything else up, and have a lot of people die. It'll be fine, but it'll be associated. The whole COVID thing, it'll change the narrative of you can change the narratives throughout history. It's not that hard to do. It happens all the time. Marijuana is a good example. Drugs, all sorts of stuff. So you change it so the churches were the epicenter of a huge virus, and then the world just looks down on every single religion like, oh, those fucking idiots, they didn't listen, and all those people didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Or God wanted them to die.
That's a very optimistic perspective, and I respect it a lot. Because I mean, the problem, of course, is that then like those people will spread to their communities and whatnot. I don't know. I mean, COVID's already being rewritten historically as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're still coming into my work every day.
Yeah. I saw a guy, a whole family at my local cafe. The only business I go to is my local cafe because I don't want them to shut down. So I will buy a lot and then I will over tip. And then sometimes they'll try to give me back my tip, but I'll run out before. Because only the owners work there, which is another reason I like it. They have no employees that they abuse. They
just each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you know what? That's fine. If you want to start a small business and there's not enough money to hire people and pay them well and treat them well, don't. That's my home. Yeah, but I go there. I saw a Blue Lives Matter guy who was with a mask, with a Blue Lives Matter mask. His entire family, besides him, had no masks, and they were just walking around, chilling out. I'm like, oh man. Like the thing is, like that sucks is like, yeah, we could say, oh, that subculture like died from it, but their news sources are gonna say, I don't know, like Obama did it.
Yeah.
AOC slipped into their house at night and slit all their throats.
Yeah, you could just publish whatever you want now.
Yeah. That's why we all got to be the Joker.
Well, that's why we publish this podcast.
Yep. Yeah. Speaking of Joker and jokes and fun things like that, you wanna play a game, Chris?
I love games.
Good.
Games.
Because this is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
that was
fun
a major
game.
sixth.
This game is called Jokepardy. It's like Jeopardy, but with jokes. So I've got categories. I've got 5 categories here. Categories from Name That Comic. Stop peeking. You guys are both cheating.
I'm not. I was looking over there.
Categories from Name That Comic, where I describe someone and then you name who that comic is.
All right.
Geez, Who Died, where I describe a comedian who's dead.
Okay.
Animal Crackers, which is animal jokes, where I will tell you the punchline and you will guess the setup.
Okay.
Okay. So like I would say, to get to the other side, and the setup would be, you know.
Yeah.
Daddy Knows Jest, which is dad jokes. Same structure there. I'd say the punchline, you say the setup. And then finally, what do you call this category? And that is a rapid fire joke session where you get 3 seconds to answer. And then and that's a standard joke setup where I will say, what do you call this? And then you'll say the answer. You get 3 seconds, and it's as many points as you can get. I think I described everything.
What are the rules about buzzing in?
What are the rules about buzzing in? Chris, what is your buzz-in noise? You can have it be your name or whatever you want.
Give me a second. I do this. Nope, doesn't work.
I like it. If that's what you want to do, I like it.
Or
it's
are we
visual
doing,
and
we're doing
aural.
with props?
Sure.
Chris can because he's
Prop
the guest.
poses?
Depending on what your fucking prop's going to be.
Can I grab my nunchucks?
If you're going to... No.
Smack
If
everything
you're just
around
going to
this
flick
bitch?
out your knife? No, I don't like
No.
that one either.
No knives?
Because I'm scared of it. I'm on the knife side.
This little guy?
Yeah, you can't even...
You
What's
do
going
it
on?
right.
This little guy? I had my safety on.
Oh.
I'm just imagining you I'm imagining you getting like mugged and then like pulling that out and like
Hold on, I have the safety on.
Hold on, yeah.
I honestly,
And then it actually comes out and they're like, oh.
I spend a lot of time in this town walking around drunk at night, and I keep my hand on my knife, and I just have like a rolling thing of like action movie type shit I'm gonna say. If someone wants to, like, bitch, are you looking to get poked?
Yeah.
And pull out this little guy. Pew!
I feel like it's
Bitch,
gonna
you wanna
come
get
loose
poked
or
or
something and
something?
just stick in my face when he unsprings it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your noise? Is it? No, I can't have it be the knife.
Nah, I won't use a weapon.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm just having fun with
One's
this.
gonna be.
That's great.
Okay. Zach says, Emma.
I want to make mine scary. I'm gonna do.
That's long.
Ooh.
So the timing on buzzing in, since you're on the internet, you can buzz in anytime while I'm reading the question. They have to wait until I'm done reading.
Bullshit.
Okay. I love it.
What's this garbage rules?
Okay, so
Handicaps?
Chris, since you are the guest, you got a little score thing going?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, can I say? I'll bring it. I'll talk to you later about it. It's another topic to discuss, but I don't want to distract from the game.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
I'm trying to get better.
Okay, Chris, so you get to pick the category. So we have Name That Comic, Geez Who Died, Animal Crackers, Daddy Knows Jest, and what do you call this category?
All right. Let's just go with the first one. Name That Comic.
Name That Comic. Ready?
All right, yeah.
This comic was born in 1962. And... I wrote it. Okay. This this comedian got his success through blatant, low-hanging racism, homophobia, and sexism. But hey, it wasn't him saying those things. Oh, Zach. Sorry, I forgot his noise. I don't like your noise. It's confusing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make a general guttural.
Okay. Who is
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham is correct. Was that who you were gonna guess?
Yeah, do you want me to change my noise?
No, I heard it, but it was just right after his.
Oh yeah, cool.
I'm
making
my
his squeeze noise.
I'm making anime girl grunts.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, those.
No, that would be more like. Oh. Okay.
Charmander.
Charmander.
What?
What?
Is that a safe word?
No, Zach.
Charmanders are dangerous.
Name that comic. Geez, who died? Here's Animal Crackers. Daddy Knows Jest, or what do you call this category?
I'm gonna go with Geez Who Died.
Geez, who died?
Chad.
He always runs that one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with this comedian. Died in 1994.
Okay.
At the age of 32 from pancreatic cancer. Emma.
Who is oh fuck me, what's his name? Bill
this is great.
Oh no, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh,
Emma,
no,
Emma, I'm gonna need an answer.
Emma?
Emma, I'm gonna need an answer.
Fuck. Oh god. Oh, I can see him. He's wearing sunglasses and talking about rock and roll.
What?
Right? I can't remember his name. It's
Zach.
escapes me.
That's gonna be a Bill Hicks.
Bill
Hicks. Fuck.
Hicks. Rock and
I
roll.
kept thinking Burr. Yeah, he talks about fucking George Michael and the death of rock and roll.
Oh yeah, he totally does.
I was still right.
You were still right, but Zach gets your
God
point.
damn it! Why did I describe him so much and then not even answer? What
Zach.
is wrong
I'm gonna
with
get
me?
Sam Kinison, so good job.
All right.
That's next episode. Zach,
Hicks.
what is your category?
Well, Chad, let's just go with Name That Comic.
Name that comic. Ready?
Yes.
This comedian, early in his career, made it weird by asking peers to stay with him. It was his crashing period. Emma.
Who is Pete Holmes?
Who is Pete Holmes? She got it just a little bit before you.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's
I
fair.
think actually, officially, you got it before her because you guys did the. It was the. I mean.
Should I give him the
No.
point? I can give
Nope.
him the point.
It was fine.
No,
We'll
it's okay.
We'll have a contested thing afterward that'll possibly.
I'm fine. I'm doing fine.
Okay. Emma.
I want to
Name
do
that comic.
I want
Geez,
to
Who
do the
Died?
thing.
Animal Crackers.
I wanna do
Daddy Knows
the-
Jest. Or what do you
I
call
want to do the thing.
this category?
That one. I want to do that.
Okay, so this category is rapid fire. She gets 3 seconds to answer, and as soon as she doesn't get one, it stops.
Okay.
Emma,
Yes.
what do you call a sleeping wolf?
An unaware wolf.
What do you call it when 2 giraffes run into each other?
A knot.
No.
A necktie.
No.
Oh. Was it?
Oh, if that was right, I
How
would have been
dare
so
you.
upset. I would have been so, oh, man. Woo. Nope.
But I got
You
the
got
first
1
one.
point, yeah. You totally
That's
did.
good.
Right when I was about to say.
I thought it was so dumb. it
It
was
is.
my dumb
They're all
answer.
dumb. Yeah, no, these
Yeah.
these are I found them on the internet and I just
That's
typed
so
in
exciting.
what do you call jokes?
The internet.
Yeah.
This is Chad trying
Awesome.
to flesh out new material for when we get to go back to stand up.
I
Daddy
love it. This is fun.
Oh, and also you can't choose the what do you call this category 2 times in a row. Emma.
Daddy knows jest.
Daddy
please.
knows jest. Okay. Here is the punchline. It was too tired. Emma.
Why was the bicycle late for school. Wait, why did the bicycle see through its alarm?
I'll give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to you.
Sounds right.
Yeah, no, it's right.
I thought you were saying that was the punchline for the giraffe one, and I was like,
oh,
that's a bad joke.
Yeah, no, this is different.
So it wasn't necktie, by the way, because that's, I mean, okay.
No, it wasn't necktie, by the way.
That's fine.
And yeah, okay.
Oh,
okay. Emma.
Animal crackers.
Animal crackers.
Alex.
I'm going to read the punchline, and you're going to say, you guys are all going to try to guess the setup. Okay, here we go. Because if they had 4, they would be chicken sedans.
Ooh.
Zach.
Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors?
Yes!
Oh,
that's exactly right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow.
It's fun for me on this side when someone gets it exactly right. I love that.
That's beautiful.
It makes me feel good. It makes you feel good. It makes everybody feel good.
Yay.
I don't know how Emma feels or Chris feels.
I feel great.
Okay, good.
I like in the
replay,
you can just probably look at my eyes like, I know this one.
Oh, do you know this one?
Like a heavy sigh.
Like you've heard that before?
Yeah, I think so.
I was
Nice.
thinking coop.
I try to do ones that I haven't heard before, but they're on the internet and most people probably have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, pro tip for bartending: just learn a couple shitty street jokes, and it helps you get through your shift.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Zach, name that comic. Geez, who died? Animal crackers. Daddy knows jest. Or what do you call this category?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the classic. Geez, who died?
Geez, who died? This comedian died in 2004, at the age of 82, from Chris.
George Carlin.
No, from.
Damn it.
Whoa.
He died from a coma, from brain surgery, because of his heart attack.
What?
Well, I'm out.
In 2003.
2000. Emma.
Who is Don Rickles?
No.
Oh,
And Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh.
Yeah, he died of. He never came out of his coma because he got brain surgery to make blood flow something better because of his heart attack that he had.
Wow.
That's
an
unfortunate.
involved.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer.
Yeah. So
what a way to go.
just
Shit.
a bummer.
Yeah.
I had a good
I
laugh
mean,
though.
guess you don't realize it.
You know, it's
Yeah.
probably good
Yeah.
he's not alive right now because he'd probably get. There's probably stories about him that I really don't want to hear.
I thought you were gonna say no
I
respect.
thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought
that's
so
that
much
too.
it was right there.
Get what?
Okay.
He was like a used car salesman at one point.
No points awarded. Zach, name that comic. Geez, who died? Animal crackers. Daddy knows jest. Or what do you call this category?
Animal crackers.
Animal crackers. Here we go. Here's the punchline. Igloos it together. Igloos it together. Emma.
How does a polar bear build a house?
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to you.
Yes.
I was thinking that exact thing.
I mean, it's not a polar bear.
Is it a penguin?
It's a penguin. But yeah,
yeah.
it's right there.
Wait,
What?
penguins.
I
live
know
in
they
the
don't make igloos. I know.
hemisphere.
That's why I said polar bears.
Yeah, well, see, that's why you're the brain genius.
Better joke.
Emma has more degrees than anyone in this house
Emma.
combined.
It is hot in here. Let's do Daddy Knows Jest,
Okay,
please.
here's the punchline. Because they're always up to something. Emma.
Why are ladders so suspicious? Why can't you trust a ladder? Why shouldn't you play cards with a ladder?
No.
No.
I don't get it.
Why? Oh.
Chris.
No, he said he's gonna get.
No, he
Oh
said
no,
he
I
doesn't
said I
get
don't.
it.
I don't understand it at all. I can't think of anything.
Why shouldn't you trust an elevator?
Oh.
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 Zach.
Ooh.
Zach.
Why can't you trust an escalator?
Oh my God! No.
It's not escalator.
So close.
Oh.
No.
Right.
Why shouldn't you trust stairs?
Oh. Dang it.
Everybody was like right around that, and it's like if you mixed.
Yeah, I think for some reason stairs seem too obvious.
You know, if yours, you know what? I'm gonna give you a point because if I know a Mitch Hedberg joke that says, "I like an escalator because if an escalator's out of an order, it just becomes stairs."
Wow, you owe Mitch Hedberg a point, Zach.
I think I'll
pour one out for him.
Yep. So what is it?
I'll shoot one up for him.
Escalator temporarily stairs. Sorry for the convenience. Zach, do you want
so good?
Name that comedian.
Down in his prime.
Geez, who died? Animal crackers.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. I'm just gonna name that comedian.
Name that comedian. Ready?
Yes.
This comedian is an alternative political comedian, to say the least. She has been cast as a member on the. She was cast on a member on the Larry Sanders Show, the Ben Stiller Show, and SNL. Chris.
Janine Garofalo?
Yeah.
Hey.
Nice.
I was gonna keep going, but don't even need to. Isn't she awesome?
Yeah, she's so
yeah,
cool.
I scared her one time.
What? How?
I was staging Johnny! And it was like it was in the Boston Oval Lounge. R.I.P. Bridgetown. R.I.P. comedy. And they had all these like stairs and like hallways that are very narrow, and I was walking really fast when she was walking fast. And I'm a short guy. I have no shame about that. But like,
as you shouldn't.
She's like, what?
As you shouldn't.
Yeah, no. Everyone got really quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, we're listening to your story.
Well, no. I walked around the corner, and then she walked around, and she like screamed and dropped like her pile of jokes that she brings on stage. And it was like, oh no, you're my hero, but I can't bring anything up. You're the headliner of this festival. Back when I thought comics like were important and meant anything. And now it's like, now I would have just spit on her paper. No, I would have
stomp on it and scooch your.
Yeah. Get a real job, Janine. And a real name. All right.
So, Chris, you get a choice between Geez Who Died, Animal Crackers, Daddy Knows Jest, or what do you call this category?
Let's go with what do you call this category, even though it takes me like 10 minutes to answer a question.
Okay. Since it's the internet, I'm going to give you more seconds. Ready?
All right.
Rapid fire. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
What do you call it when two giraffes run into each other?
No. Nope, I don't have anything. I just don't have anything. Nope, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so hard.
I was thinking about that one the entire game.
Yeah. But the best part is you get to pick again, no matter how many points you get.
Oh. What?
After doing that.
Yeah, go again.
Okay. All right.
Dad jokes, animal jokes, or Geez Who Died?
Geez Who Died.
This comedian died in 2005 at the age of 65 from their third heart attack.
Ooh.
What's your name? Zach.
That George Carlin?
That is not George Carlin.
Okay.
Emma.
Wait, you said 65?
Oh.
He was 65.
Don Rickles, but he was
Not Don Rickles.
Not Don Rickles?
Not Don Rickles.
Don Rickles.
I've already done Don Rickles.
That's true.
Damn it.
Right.
I can't remember last week.
All right. Third heart attack. Oh,
Chris.
Nope. I forgot. Who's the guy from that TV show that died on that TV show?
Richard Pryor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
He got it.
Dang,
give him a
heart
point.
attack.
Okay,
No,
Chris.
don't give me that.
Chris, you get to choose from animal jokes, dad jokes, or what do you call this?
Just for the record, I was not thinking Richard Pryor, so...
Yeah, sure you were.
I'm pretty sure I said Richard Pryor, and you said yeah.
Listen. We make the rules around here.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking of a different black guy, but definitely like a fatter one. All right, but yeah.
Oh, Patrice?
All right, so Daddy Knows Jest.
Here we go. Here's the punchline. They bring a lot to the table. They bring a lot to the table.
Ooh.
Zach.
Why are waiters so great?
That's perfect. That's a perfect answer. I love it.
Does he get a point?
Zach Chappell getting a point on
Wow.
Daddy Knows Jest with what's a nice thing about waiters?
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
They bring a lot to the table.
That was way less complicated than what I was thinking.
Yeah, dad jokes.
Yeah, thinking about lots too.
Yeah.
I was like parking lots.
That's what I was
They bring a lot to
thinking.
the table,
Why should you invite a construction site to
yeah, I was thinking.
dinner?
Yeah,
Potluck.
I like that.
I mean,
Potluck.
lot. The Bible.
Oh.
Zach.
Yes.
Let's go with animal jokes, or what do you call this?
What do you call this? The rapid fire one?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you call this?
Okay, ready?
Yes.
What do you call it when two giraffes run into each other?
A giraffecident. A giraffecident.
I'm going to give that to you.
Okay.
What? No.
What do you call...
No. I contest.
What do you contest?
Because you're
accident.
so precise about this category. And okay, fine. I actually don't care. Go ahead. Go ahead, Zach.
The actual answer is a giraffic jam.
Oh, that was not even close.
Pretty close.
Well, it's better than a neck knot.
No way. A necktie. Their necks get tied up together. It's a necktie.
You know what? You guys are
accident.
You guys are arguing so much. Take that point away from Zach and give it to Chris.
What?
Fine.
Thank you.
I'm fine with
wait.
But I'm still going. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
This is how I win.
What do you call a 25-cent prostitute?
Quarter whore.
I mean,
That's what I call them.
okay.
I throw one of these bad boys down and be like, "Hey, Toots, get yourself a car wash."
What is that?
Car wash token.
It's a car wash. Okay.
Sounds like pretty good. Like that's a good word. I don't know. I mean, like this is a very naughty joke.
It is.
Yeah, no, it's great. So Zach, here is your only option.
Okay.
Animal joke.
Okay.
The punchline. Because they're so good at it. This one's one of those ones
That's the vaguest.
I don't think anyone's going to get, but I'll just use the one I like the best. Because they're so good at it.
Why,
Chris!
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Dude.
is that right on?
So far, best answer.
Because they're so good at it.
Ooh.
Zach.
Why are alpha cats so good at hunting? Because they're good at it. That's why.
Because they are.
They're good at it because they're good at it.
they are. Emma? Creativity could pay off.
Yeah, okay. Why should you here's a deep animal joke. Why should you let a bowerbird do your interior design?
Okay.
Look it up. Look it up.
He typed it. It's one word. Yeah, oh, it is one word.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Okay, so
they make cool nests.
I'm gonna go with. I like Chris's answer the best. Dude. They do make cool nests. I like that a lot. Chris, you get the answer.
Yeah. Can you tell us what the joke was?
Yeah. What was it?
No. I just next.
I do like Chris's answer better.
It's why do you never see elephants hiding in trees?
Oh yeah, no.
I feel like mine was pretty close.
Because it's so
Yeah,
good.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, Chris, are you ready?
Right. Yeah.
This is, what do you call this category?
All right, let's do it.
All right. I can't believe Zach was so close and didn't get it, but here we go. What do you call a 25-cent prostitute?
He was so close and didn't get it, but not a quart whore. A dime? No. A courtesan.
Ooh, that's good.
I like that. That's a really good. That's a way better answer than I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you a point for intelligence. What What do you call a broken can opener?
A can't opener.
What do you call a rude cactus?
Nice.
Nope. I don't have any. No. Slactus.
No.
Yeah.
Emma, wait.
Can I do it?
Sure, go for it.
A prick.
A prick.
That's smart. It's good.
It's a layered joke, like a lasagna.
Yeah.
Good one, Zach.
And I'm
If it's a
pretty
nice
sure
person, I would never call someone a prick.
cactus would though.
Yeah, just think of it like a little thorn on a cactus, not a penis.
How rude.
Youch.
Wait, were you ever on Full House?
Yeah, I'm the twins.
Whoa. I
Okay.
thought you looked familiar.
Okay, here's how the rest of this is going to go. I'm going to read them, and then you guys buzz in. You guys can just yell out the answer. I don't care because I can hear you.
So no buzzing?
No, just yell out the answer.
Okay.
Ready? What do you call a dead musician?
Kurt Cobain.
Not cool.
Oh.
Okay?
Too soon?
Not cool.
You don't call them. They're dead.
Oh, that's good.
A decomposer. What do you
Oh,
call
that's
an
good.
angry policeman?
From a policeman.
Yeah. A bastard. Daddy.
Beats me. What do you call birds that stick together? Nice.
Birds that stick together.
Uh-huh.
Glue birds.
A flock.
Velcros.
Ow.
What do you call
No.
it when one cow spies on another cow?
Spotting.
A council.
What?
Wait, never mind.
A stakeout. What do you call a man with a rubber toe?
Roberto.
Yeah. Roberto. And that was Joke Birdie. Let's tally up the answers because
Tell me I won.
I'll tell you won. It's not going to be true.
Okay.
Did you tally up Chris's answers on those last ones?
I did.
Because he got
He got a few.
yeah, there was 3 more right there. And then there was that earlier on contested one because I think so. I think I'm going to have to give it to Chris for that one. So let's tally up. Yep, that's perfect. And I'm sorry. And so
Was already.
yes,
Okay.
you. So what are you watching?
Oh, it's a bowerbird.
Yeah,
Is
birds,
it
birds dancing around their
Attacking
cool
stuff. Oh, cool.
nests.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So
These birds are
what?
trying to get fucked.
Oh,
Are you
he's-
moisturizing?
Good.
No, putting on some sparkles.
Nice. Oh, even better.
Very nice.
That's
So it looks like we're tallying up the points, and Chris Khatami, you are the winner of Joke Birdie for this evening. It's been you are the champion. I think. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I never.
Not
Here now that I won.
not since Jaron George has someone scored so high. You're gonna have to also go on the wiki.
I would love to challenge Jared a bitter rivals.
He
Yep.
actually there was for his birthday thing. We were doing some impressions of people, and he thought one of them was you, but it wasn't. It was who was
what
that
the
one?
impression of?
I think it was James Hartenfeld.
Interesting. Yeah, I need to listen to that episode.
I'm done. I was playing We Are the Champions.
It's perfect.
That's good.
Thanks.
That was really fun. Thank you.
You're
for
welcome.
That game.
We have
It's
have
great.
2 more quick segments.
I'm having a good. I have nothing else going on.
Great. We'll do 10
beautiful-
more then.
Yeah, there's beautifully no
If you have
like
any-
real protests happening in Portland. I'm sure there is a protest, but there's like not really a big thing happening today. I think people are being given a break. So
No, it's Labor Day.
Yeah. Exactly.
Those are
So
awesome.
I'm just- And I got this brand new shirt. A paisley.
That's
Yeah,
really
it's a really
nice.
cool looking shirt, dude.
Yeah, it was in a free pile today.
Whoa.
Score.
From a friend's house, so I know who
that's good.
wore it. Yeah.
Even better.
You weren't just out for a walk.
Yeah.
I see a lot of free piles, and I actually pulled by one today, and it was broken glass cabinet mirrors or windows. doors. What are they called?
I don't know.
The
What
ones
are
with the handles on them.
Those
Doors.
all
Cabinets?
Yeah, it was like the things that go like this. But the glass was all broken. I don't know. That was my free pile today. All right, so Emma's got
top three.
Top three.
Top three. I didn't do that.
Whoa! It's an earthquake.
Whoa! Look out! Hold on. Top three. Top three.
I'm still present. You're gonna be with me as I go upstairs to get more coffee.
Great.
Oh, cool.
How exciting! We get a little.
So you're on a journey with me.
Tour.
Yeah, nobody ever moves.
Ooh.
Oh, did you get it?
No.
Yeah, give us a little tour real fast.
Yeah, my place is kind of busy and all the lights are off because I turned them off in assumption of power outages.
Smart.
Wait, I guess my roommate turned the light on in the kitchen. That's good. I appreciate that. My kitchen is messy. I used the excuse of the stress of the protests to make a messy kitchen.
Oh yeah. Well, why not?
Because I'm a hero, you know?
I used that same excuse for my butt crack.
You're a father, the greatest heroes of all. So here's my kitchen.
Thank you. Way better than mother's.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah, you did
dog.
all the work.
Wow, I love that dog.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, go over to the dog.
Yeah, we want to see the dog.
I'm going to the dog.
Thank you.
Please.
So we're going to the dog.
Wow. Is he
It's
pooping?
poop.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe he's pooping.
That's
And also, there's this new wallpaper that we've got. My mom put it in when she was visiting.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, it's all scratchety. Nice.
Yeah, she would love to know that I told people that she put it here. She
Tell
even
her we
did
love it.
this. Oh no, the thing came off. Uh-oh. Well, don't tell her that.
The dog was a piece of art, by the way, for the listener. It's not just a dog
yeah,
that's
right.
pooping
I'm
inside.
showing in my living room now. I got the lights. So here's my living room, my Antifa super soldier setup area.
Yeah.
Here's my Bruce Lee portrait with my 3 katanas.
Sick.
Hell yes.
And
Love it.
my Mick Foley signed sock.
Do you really?
Okay, give me a second.
Wait, we've talked about Mick Foley recently on this show.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mick Foley.
Whoa.
That's
He's the
rad.
wrestler guy, right?
Signed for me.
The cool one?
He was
Okay.
feeling a person knew. He was like, "Hey, he asked the staff if anyone knew who would want one," and then someone was like, "Oh yeah, Chris likes wrestling."
Wow.
That's
God
great.
damn, man. I'm so
Score.
jealous. That's super awesome.
It's amazing. I love it. I bring it occasionally to the protest just in my bag as like a symbol of luck.
Smart.
Here's a portrait of me with one of my family dogs.
Oh.
When she was a puppy.
That's great.
Oh.
I think I've seen that dog on your Instagram.
Yeah.
I post a lot, and here's a dead dog in my family, but I love the dog. The dog makes me love dogs. All right, cool. That's my. Oh, and then here's a bottle of champagne. That I don't know.
Hey.
Cooks.
Cook's Classic.
Not actually made for cooks, but a lot of cooks that I know drink it while they're working, especially.
Are you saving that for a certain occasion?
I originally was gonna drink it while watching a wrestling pay-per-view recently, where they had a Mimosa Mayhem match, which is people getting thrown into whoever loses, the person gets thrown into a giant hot tub of mimosa.
Oh my god.
But then I realized after that match, I was going to go cover the protest. I'm like, I can't drink a whole bottle of champagne and then be like, I'm a journalist. I can't do that.
Well, you could drink a whole bottle of champagne on a podcast. I know that for sure.
That's true.
And if you want wrestling on the other side, I'll let Zach slap me in the face.
Oh, I would love that.
Well, if you want...
yeah. So, drinking some coffee.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Is that pointing to that dog?
No, it's pointing to that stupid pot over there.
So the top 3.
Yeah, speaking of wrestling, since I figured we might be in the mood for some wrestling-themed content tonight.
That's my wrestling move. You stomp while you throw a punch.
Oh, it's scary. The top 3. I will first explain how it works. Actually, I've already revealed too much. I have written down my top 3 of a certain category of things, and in a moment, I will reveal to each of you what that category is. You will all go around saying your top 3 of things within that category. And if any of them match the 3 that I wrote down to, a certain extent, then you will get points accordingly, which will be revealed and tallied up at the end. The top 3 things that you or I name can be absolutely hypothetical. They do not have to be real things that you have seen or done in your own life. And they do not have to actually exist, as I am making sure to explain while I make eye contact with everybody.
I love this. So they don't have to exist.
Yes, they can just be your ideal. God damn it! Sorry, there's a moth.
I swear to God, that
Emma
moth
has
had
a moth curse.
I'm cursed. Okay, so hell yeah, tonight's top 3 wrestling gimmicks.
Okay.
Oh, that was a bad one. I'm sorry.
All right. And we start now?
Yep, we begin now with Chad.
Number 1, the fucking luchador mask and the taking it off. Oh, look who this really is. That's great. Number 2, you just showed it right there. The Foley sock, it's great. I love it when he just goes blah, 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 blah. And they're like, ew, it's so yucky. And he's like, yeah, it's yucky. I love that. Wrestling, what is it?
Wrestling gimmicks.
Let's go with there's a dead guy.
Yeah, there are a lot of those.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, listen to that one.
That's super nice. Zach's got more knowledge about wrestling, and he showed me some really cool things that I think I prefer, but I can't remember what they are or who the dudes were.
And again, these can be absolutely hypothetical.
Well, I made them real.
They don't have to be.
None of them are. Mine are all going to be real because I have 3 favorite gimmicks. So.
Well, that's great, and I'm mostly saying they can be hypothetical so that because mine are all hypothetical as far as I know. Zach, your turn.
I like
number 1.
Slamming a motherfucker through a table.
Yeah.
Yep. Table slam. Okay. Come on. Number 2.
Gimmick. Big fancy belts.
Big belts.
Big belt. Okay. Large belt and.
You gonna pop that?
Oh shit.
I mean, it's wine.
Some wine.
Oh.
And Zach, number 3.
It's gonna have to be. Oh, I
have another one. But I already picked 3.
I'm on the spot. I can't even think now.
Number 3. I made it a little quieter. It's kind of abrasive.
He's got.
Oh, he is right. You know what? He's not wearing pants, but they are jorts.
Okay, no, I got it figured out.
They're great. You ready? Number 3.
Mm-hmm. Classic. Smacking someone in the face with a chair.
Okay. Chair to face. Very good. Very classic. All right.
So beautiful. So when I hear wrestling gimmicks, I think of like the kayfabe term, which is basically just like character, but like the character is broad pitched.
Yeah.
So my 3 favorite wrestling gimmicks has to be, one of them is Sue Young, the Undead Bride. She's like, basically she's kind of like a mix of like the Ring Girl, like reference to J-horror, but also just like wears like a wedding dress that's kind of all stained, and she's a dead, and she comes from like the undead world. Amazing.
I love that.
Orange Cassidy. His gimmick, he's lazy. Doesn't care. Pathetic. It's amazing. And 3rd favorite gimmick. I've been trying to think about this a lot. I want to think of something classic though, but I want to think of something like. But deep down, I have to go with another. AEW wrestler. Deep down, it has to be Luchasaurus, who is a very tall luchador who wears a dinosaur mask because he is a 65 million year old dinosaur because dinosaur wrestler. And
Hell
that's his thing. One of his finishers is this amazing kick he does called the tail whip. So, Luchasaurus' dinosaur gimmick, Sue Young's Undead Bride gimmick, Orange Cassidy's Lazy Boy gimmick.
Wow.
Those are my favorite gimmicks.
Incredible.
I just want to bring out, I also have Chris Jericho's champagne right here. I have a lot of wrestling.
Oh, sweet.
I'm saving this for when I get Jericho on Spec screens.
It'll happen. Yeah. It'll happen.
You know what would be perfect? You get him on there and you're like, oh, I have this, and then you pop the cork right into your camera.
Yeah. Well, and I'll say a little bit of the bubbly, which is his catchphrase, and the name of the champagne.
Oh, cool.
A little bit of the bubbly. Wait, a little bit of the bubbly.
Is that? I thought that's Triple H.
How dare you? Triple H is fine. Jericho is infinitely better. Even my goal is to get him on the podcast and turn him into an Antifa, Black Lives Matter guy. Because right now he's an All Lives Matter guy, but he's very dumb and easily convinced.
Well, yeah. Most of those All Lives Matters people.
They just. It's just a matter of not understanding the syntax.
What was your number 3?
What? So my 3 was Sue Young, the Undead Bride, Orange Cassidy, the Lazy Boy, and Luchasaurus, the Dinosaur. Yeah.
So good.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
My top 3. Thank you. Number, in no particular order, a snake, and I put in parentheses large, especially if it's a large snake. That's cool.
Around on the shoulders and stuff?
Yeah, usually on the shoulders. You know, they have a snake, and it's big.
So, right.
So Chris, you got a point for that. With the Luchasaurus. Close enough for me. Number 2, one-man band. I don't know if any wrestler has ever attempted this, but I think if someone were to come out as a one-man band, you know, with the accordion and the bass drum and the cymbals and the everything, you know, a guitar, and like that would be very intimidating if you could play like a beautiful song by yourself as a whole band. It would show that you're very like self-sufficient and physically coordinated. And I think that if that hasn't been done, then a wrestler should really get on that. And number 3 is, drumroll, when there's a wrestler's gimmick, it involves almost committing copyright infringement.
I love that.
So it's, you know, it's like the wrestler, it's not Superman, but it's great guy or whatever, you know? And so I think, Chris, you also get a point for that with the Sue Young almost infringing on the ring, it sounds like.
Can I share the Freddy Krueger glove? So it's double.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's an extra point right there.
Yeah, that'll be 2 points.
That's 2 points for sure. And
he
Zach,
fights for his points. He does that.
I appreciate that.
To make sure...
Can I address some things that you said? Because I love it. I love what you're saying.
Yes, but first, Zach, you did qualify for a half point for Big Belt. First, because of snakes. Okay.
I like it.
All right.
So Chris is our winner.
There are 2 wrestlers that are like perfect for you. One, Randy Orton, who is the Viper. Now, he's a complicated figure. He's a bit problematic, but he's a very good wrestler who's actually lazy. Not like Orange Cassidy lazy, but more like he's been wrestling since he was like 16 from like a legacy family. He's been in WWE for like almost 20 years.
I've heard of this guy.
Oh yeah, of course. So I just assume no one knows wrestling.
He's probably the only wrestler I've heard of. Maybe there are a few.
Who's it again?
Jake the Snake. Also, I've met Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
What, you met Jake the Snake?
Yeah, he was at Capital City Theater.
Yeah, he came to the theater.
Oh, because with Diamond Dallas Page thing?
I have no idea what that is.
No, he was doing like motivational comedy speaking.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, him and Diamond. No. So I was gonna bring up Jake.
You were gonna mention Jake the Snake.
I was gonna. Yeah, he's still around. He's in AEW right now, and he put a snake on a lady recently. And nice. I thought that scene was weird, but apparently it was her idea, and yeah. Huh. And the other thing is, you brought up copyright infringement, snakes, and
one-man band. Are there any wrestlers doing a one-man band?
So there was a faction, 3MB, which is 3-man band. It was Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre, and Heath Slater. Jinder Mahal got released from the company, and eventually worked hard, jacked himself up a bunch, probably used gear, and came back and became the face of their Indian outrage, which was a bad idea because he's a Punjabi guy from Canada, which is not the main that's not going to work in India, but that's a whole other thing.
Wow.
And also long story. I was going into India's racial politics. It was a weird choice that they did. It would be like if someone's like, I gotta break into American media, so let me pick like, I don't know, somebody from Boston, the most hated place in America. But then Drew left. Also got jacked up, probably less on gear. He came back. He's now the main champion. But the third guy that wasn't fired initially, now he's gone. But he wasn't fired for like 5 years, with Heath Slater. So he went from being in a faction called 3MB, 3-man band, to him after that being like, his theme was, I'm in a 1-man band. And he didn't do the 1-man band stuff. Instead, he was more about being like white trash. Aww. And like he had like 5 kids. But it was great. Like he would go up and be like, I have kids to feed. Please help me wrestle.
Missed opportunity, though.
One of them was Kid Rock.
Wow.
He challenged Brock Lesnar in a great moment where he was like, hey, man, like, please give me a world championship match against you, Brock Lesnar, a notoriously unlikable, mean guy. And then Brock Lesnar was like, oh, and he's like, because I have kids, and I need to feed kids, so like, this match will pay for me. And then Brock Lesnar was like, okay, I'll let you in on a secret. Fuck your kids. And then he just murdered him. It was great. So,
and these are the conversations they're having in the ring right before they wrestle?
Yeah.
Wow.
Into microphones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck your kids. And then he killed them. He didn't let them wrestle. She just murdered. But yeah, so
it's powerful.
Yeah, so there was a guy who was a 1-man band.
Thank you.
Metaphorically. So,
wow.
Wrestling has it all.
You know it all. That's amazing.
I barely know anything, but like wrestling's like anime or comic books, where once you become a fan of it, it has to be your full-time job.
That makes sense.
Yep.
And you're like,
there's so much to it, and it's been going for so long, in and out of the mainstream, and it's just it's had its foothold in the
And you can like follow WWE, but then you're like, oh, you don't know the Indies, oh, you don't know Japan, oh, you don't know Lucha, and it's like, okay. Well, then fuck me.
What's Japan? Hey, Zach, do we have emails?
Oh, yeah, we definitely got some emails.
Hell yeah, we got emails. We're going to go, we're going to get some questions, and then we're going to answer some questions.
All right, this says, this is from big fan of the show, Bill Nye. Do you think Kirby Right Back At Ya and TMNT 2003 are the only good shows during the Foxbox / 4Kids era?
No. Have you ever seen, come on, he's got to know way more than that. But there is a
Bill Nye.
There's Big Bad Beetleborgs. If you've ever heard of that, Chris, it's just it's like it's so stupid and great.
Isn't there one where there are sharks?
Yeah, Street Sharks was really good.
Yeah.
Gargoyles was good.
Gargoyles was
Gargoyles
great.
was awesome.
Wasn't Gargoyles WB?
Ooh.
Oh, I think you're right.
Okay. Yeah, that was over there with Batman. You're right.
Yeah. I can't fully remember what was on Fox during that era.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. Spider-Man was good.
It had a really good arc. X-Men, too.
X-Men, yeah. So, no, Kirby Right Back At Ya and TMNT 2003 are probably the least memorable.
Wow.
Yeah. I really remember a Kirby.
I never watched a Kirby show. I would have.
Bill Nye.
What?
You idiot.
Yeah, tell Bill Nye he's stupid.
What network was the best children's show and Transformers property Beast Wars Transformers on? I'm not making an ironic joke. Beast Wars is the best.
Is it a Disney thing?
I heard Beast Wars was good.
Beast Wars. Once you get over the aesthetics of early era like computer animation, it's like so good. There's a part in the final season, and then I'll stop rambling. Okay. But the final season part where a guy gets stabbed right through his heart with an explosive blade. And the guy who stabs him says basically, go straight to hell, you piece of shit, and they both explode and die.
Wow.
Cool.
It says, take it straight to the pit, you stinking piece of slag, which is better than go straight to hell, you piece of shit. But that's what he means. That. And they both explode and die, and it's like, mwah! And that was the end of their arc.
Wow.
So like,
an owl man standing in the back, just like none of this matters.
Exactly. It's a fantastic show. Everything I've ever written is influenced by Beast Wars. All right.
So the answer to that question is Beast Wars. Next question.
Yeah. This comes from longtime listener, longtime talker to us, Jeff Parks.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Oh,
Yeah, that piece of shit. Get this. He's saying he wants to know, how do I get abducted by aliens? It goes on to say, there is many, many, many stories of people abducted by UFOs. I really, really wish I can go to another galaxy far from this crazy world. How do we get Jeff abducted by aliens?
Wow, Jeff coming in with some hot takes, political commentary.
I think you gotta
mushrooms in a field.
I think UFOs tend to target marginalized communities in rural areas, and that's why a lot of white trash in cultural terminology. Well, poor rural white people tend to be the ones abducted the most because they're not in a city with a lot of CCTV. They're out there isolated in places that they can scoop. So Jeff, moved to Appalachia,
start a farm.
and that's it. Yeah, start a farm, get very isolated.
Mushrooms too,
and just walk around at night a lot.
I definitely feel like the farm is a big part of it. Because imagine you're trying to park a UFO somewhere. You can't really park in a real bunch of hilly stuff.
People are going to see that.
You just want... Yeah. I mean, they're going to see it anyways.
Be Randy Quaid. That's a thing.
There we go.
Oh, that's always a good one, yeah. So, Jeff...
that's the answer to a lot of questions.
Move away, start a farm, take mushrooms, explore at night.
Change your name.
Let things happen.
All right.
So this next question says, why do aliens
Who's it
always... It's from Chad Johnson. What?
Oh.
Oh,
that's an interesting one.
Chad sent in a question.
Stinking piece of slag.
Lots of alien questions coming around here today. Why do aliens always anal probe you? Are they gay?
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Also, the bus probably the best place to get the most information out of a human.
Oh, totally. And what I've been eating and where I've been.
It's the most fun place to stick stuff.
And
well, I mean, that's a lot
I
of
prefer my penis, but
go through the butt. But all aliens are gay.
Yeah.
That's also.
I think the aliens are just future people.
But not all.
I think they all could just fuck each other and.
Future people.
They're just a whole bunch of things.
But not all
aliens
gay people are
millennials and love butt stuff. That's a topical joke.
All right, Chad. Just so you know. This comes from. We have a subreddit now. This comes from user Stuck on the Turlet.
Okay.
It says, help! Really worried about my health. In the past couple days, I'm pooing lots of bright red stuff, assuming it's blood. The poo is green. Never seen this before. And yesterday, for the first time in my life, I couldn't control my bowels, and when I farted, I pooed a little. Can't stop farting, and have bad pains in my stomach. What's happening? I'm very embarrassed. I'm 25 years old.
Dude, until the 25 years old, I was like, Jeff, you can't make a screen name like that. But 25 is way too young for this kind of stuff.
I would wonder how many beets this person is eating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some red velvet cake.
Bright red. Yeah, that is interesting.
Well, I think a common misconception about vegetarian lifestyle is that it creates better bowel movement.
I think
I've heard the opposite.
I think also a common side effect of misconception is a lot of red stuff in a toilet anyway. Also.
Yeah.
It could be hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
You're just pushing too hard. And
It was good. I was just laughing.
It was good. It was a good joke. You get 20 comedy points.
Oh, cool. Will you cross Chris off that list and make me the winner? Sweet. Thanks.
Yeah. What's your? I feel like this is a thing where we need to know more. It sounds like you changed your diet a lot, 25-year-old person.
I wonder if they've been eating any broken glass.
Oh, I was thinking shelled peanuts.
Yeah, like a broken glass shelled peanut beet salad.
Are you? Have you successfully beaten Jeff Parks at getting abducted by aliens, and your butt's getting wrecked over and over and over?
Right, from all the gay aliens. Is it a man or a woman?
It just says stuck on the turlet.
Could be either.
I will say, so I've had a really joking aside from earlier. I have taken a poop or two in my life. I've taken a 2 or 2 in my life.
I thought so.
I know, I was lying, but
acting, as we call it, acting in the business.
Yes, I was embracing a character. I've had pretty good luck but from hosting a mic for almost 7 years, I did know a lot of people have diarrhea. And it might just be this person, you know, like maybe it's more normal than I knew, but like this might just be growing up, you know, for you. I don't know why you're bleeding. Beets is the obvious answer, but it could just be that you're becoming like everyone I know, and you just got diarrhea all the time.
That's what that Blink-182 song's about. Is that Blink-182?
What's my age again?
I guess this is making up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm pooping my pants.
Well, I guess I am pooping blood.
All right. I
put a tampon in your butthole.
There you go.
Actually, yeah.
Solves the problems.
The real thing is, so apparently in the post-death of Chadwick Boseman, a lot more young people are getting their prostates checked, which is kind of like unnecessary. Yeah, apparently there's been a spike in prostate exams because now people are like, wait, you can die of colon cancer when you're 23. And they're getting their butts checked, and which is like 23? Good, but it's like apparently creating a flood in the proctology department. So I guess the thing is, if it isn't a diet thing, get on. You got to get checked quick.
There you go.
Eat your greens so your shit isn't.
Yeah. More fibrous. Yeah. Throw some Metamucil in your diet.
Ooh, yeah, eat a bunch of grape nuts.
Eat some eggshells.
Oh, grape nuts are good.
Fucking love. They're my favorite cereal.
I prefer Tangelo nuts.
Was it somebody had a joke or just mentioned something? Grape nuts is neither grape nor nuts.
Who is that?
I think that's
you heard
Seinfeld.
That? Seinfeld?
Was it a Seinfeld?
I think it's a Seinfeld classic. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. No, the grape no nuts.
No nuts.
You know what? I went camping the other week, and I was listening to podcast episodes that I had downloaded on my phone, and one of them was the Seinfeld episode of Spec Script with Hunter Donaldson. No. Steven Wilbur reading as Jerry Seinfeld, and it was just delightful.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Sam Tallent's in that episode, and we booked him like last minute, and he did a really good John Mulaney.
Oh, he was perfect. Yeah. I just finished his book today.
I've yet read it, but like I've yet to read it, but like no, he was booked like 10 minutes before the show.
Oh, he killed it.
He came to the show. He came to Portland to do a show that got canceled because of a snowpocalypse that never happened.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So then when he's like, oh, I don't have a show to do, and then like I got a message like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, sure. You know, I like him. And he was very confused by the wrestling we do in the pre-show.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He was like, he thought it was man-on-woman violence, even though I'm the man, and I was wrestling an NB person, but regardless of that, you know, I get confusion. But I got my ass kicked, so it was a violence on men.
Wow.
Men are the impressed ones, Sam. Men.
We should remind him of that. Maybe tag him in the episode description.
I'm going to make Sam Talent a men's rights activist.
Yeah, no, we'll just we'll cut this part out and have that as a little promo.
Great.
For the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the last of our emails?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, do read Sam Talent's book.
Do read Sam Talent's book.
That's
really
the
answer to the last question.
Good.
I don't remember what the last question was, but read Sam Talent's book.
Oh, the last question was about poops.
It's a great thing to do if you're stuck on the toilet.
Boom. You stuck on that turlet? Read that Sam Turlet.
He's so good with words.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you're losing bowel control and it's not beet related, you really changing your diet is the first important thing. And
changing your diaper.
Get to a hospital get to a doctor. If it's not because of that, that sucks.
Mine's only bad when I drink 10 beers a day for like a couple days in a row.
Constant streaming from this guy.
Yeah.
And it's just a trail.
Yeah, a little snail trail.
I have a friend who loves diarrhea for the efficiency's sake.
I don't at all. I don't like it. I haven't had diarrhea in a long time.
Good for you.
I thought I was gonna have diarrhea because I had a lot of sugar food in one day, but I also didn't drink water at the same time. So it kind of evened itself out, and it was really muddy, like really sticky mud.
I generally have pretty solid stuff. Anyway.
Did any of that pick up?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Well, cool. Is there any? When's your next show?
So Spec Script, the show where a cool person writes an episode of a TV show and then we read it live on stage, is every Saturday on Twitch at 1 p.m. Pacific time. This weekend we are doing a new episode of Ally McBeal by Mitch Mitchell and Frasier by Laser M. Weber of the Double Clicks. It has Jake Flores on of the podcast Pod Damn America.
Wait.
And
Jake Flores?
Yeah, Jake Flores, yeah.
Okay.
What?
I think I know that name.
No, he's a prominent person. He was the guy that got who told a joke about killing white people, and then the FBI came to his house.
Oh, okay.
He's and he was recently arrested during a protest in New York, and recently doxxed
that guy
by right wingers. Are you looking at the infamous image?
No, it's just I'm cross-referencing it, seeing if it's the same guy. But yeah, no.
No, because recently anyway, a cool thing he did got doxxed by people who understand that sex is cool. And that Jake Flores.
Flores. I'm not making this. I can't hold it back, but that Jake Flores.
That up on the podcast.
I won't either.
So Jake Flores is on. Some other people. Maybe some. I think Shannon Strucci, who's a cool YouTuber, is on. There's some cool people on. I actually need to book it better right now. It has good people, but And we're every Saturday, and we're doing more and more shows on the Twitch stream, which is really fun. So it's exciting. And as you said, I'm usually on Facebook posting when I'm at the protests. So if any of your viewers are interested in what's happening in Portland and don't want the national media narrative is bad. And there are a lot of great local reporters who are better than me, but if you want someone that you tangentially are connected to, that's who I am. And I will point you in the way of people who are better than me, but just tune into my stuff when I'm out there and you'll see.
Well, and it's nice, because I watch your streams a lot, and it's nice that you reply to comments. Yeah. Because I will ask questions or other people will ask questions and you see them and you answer them, which is nice.
It's nice. Yeah, I like when people do that, even when some of the questions suck or something.
It's just nice having a perspective within it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, exactly, and that's why I'll keep on doing it, even if no one's watching, because I know someone eventually will, and it's the protests aren't going away, and the Portland Police Bureau. It started with people asking them to stop brutalizing black people, and their response was to brutalize everybody.
Really response. Poor reading.
Yeah.
That request.
And
it's the All Lives Matter type people that did that.
Yeah. They were like, hey, you fucking are telling us that we abuse black people? Well, we're gonna abuse white children.
See, we're not racist. We abuse everybody. Good Lord.
And it's so I'm just gonna keep being out there. So you can watch my show every Saturday at 1 p.m. in Pacific time. We've been just getting some really juicy guests. Mm-hmm. We had Jamie Loftus on recently. We have Bryce. What?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We have Bryce Remsburg, who isn't as famous as Jamie Loftus, but he's a wrestler. He's a referee from AEW. Aubrey Edwards.
That's awesome.
And she's a referee from AEW who's really amazing. We had Ollie Thorne, Philosophy Tube. He was on.
Nice.
I'm trying really hard. There are a lot of names that I'm this close that are yes to it, who I can't announce yet. But
that's exciting though.
Mm-hmm.
They are really fun people.
Good tease.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the shows live, and they've all been so fucking cool. The one at the beach, the ones at Cap, the ones at Kelly's, they've all been really great, and it's cool that they're all available online.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's also a podcast. I forget that.
Chris, we have 30 seconds left for the recording, the screen recording, and then it's going to shut off. So,
but we'll still hear you. So if it goes over,
so we'll still hear it. So make a pose that you want to be your like cover picture pose, and then oh, that's great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll use that. Hold still, and then it'll focus up.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, it's perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. Cool. That's good. You don't have to do anything other than just keep talking to us.
Yep. Khatami or else on Twitter, just Chris Khatami, KHATMI, wherever.
Cool.
Are we off now, or are we still?
No, it's still recording audio.
Yeah, we're just off video, so you can get you can disrobe if you want.
Yep.
I know.
Oh my God!
Wow!
I can't believe what he's. Can you believe what he's doing?
Where'd you get that dog from?
So these short shorts I wear, I love them. If I sit down, my genitals just flop out, they burst out. Sometimes it's both balls around.
Call those uncle shorts in my family.
It's absolute freedom is what that is.
I had a really fun time. I had a really fun time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being on. It's been great talking to you.
Yes.
And seeing your face.
No, anytime. And it was surprising how fast it took. It happened. 1 second, I just want to check one thing.
Oh, let me make fun of you real quick. Also, let us know next time you go through Simon Gibson's trash and wear his shirts. There we go. That was clunky, but I had to get it.
You made it.
That was good. No, that was good. Chad, Zach. All right. The 19th and the 26th, I've yet to fully book. We're off now. I'm just talking right?
Oh no, this is still recording. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know if you cared about that. What?
Should we just sign off real fast and?
Yeah, we can just sign off.
Sorry.
We'll talk business in a second.
Yeah, totally. Thank you everybody for listening to the Podchaost. You can find us. Send us your emails at thepodchaost@gmail.com. Send us whatever at Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at the Podchaost.
Send old porn subscriptions to 1162 Saginaw Street, South Salem, Oregon 97302.
Oof, Zach, what's your phone number? You want to do that again?
Nope.
He still gets weird texts. Yeah, thank you everybody, and have a good night. Oh, I gotta turn this. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
Would be you're on the